Hello, Klein and Alley, you little bitch.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Alley show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah. Welcome to your KROQ. That's the excitement we're looking for on a Wednesday. Klein Alley Show. KROQ. My name's Klein. There's Allie.
Hi.
That is DJ Omar Khan there.
Hello.
The audio sniper, professional wedding DJ. Find out more at djomarkhan.com.
Thank you.
There's Jake the Nerd over there. Doesn't have a website, but he's a big fan of Magic the Gathering and bands you've never heard of. I overheard a conversation yesterday that I wish I had never heard, and it was Jake and the Big Boss. And Jake, I guess, has been trying to convince the Big Boss, who knows more about music than probably anyone on the planet. He's broken so many big bands on KROQ over the years. I mean, all the biggest, and all these bands give him full credit. You hear interviews with Linkin Park or Coldplay or Smashing Pumpkins or any of these bands, and they all say, if it wasn't for Kevin Weatherly at KROQ, no one would even know who our band was. He took a chance on us. He heard our song. He said, this is going to be a hit. He put it on KROQ. The rest is history, no doubt. I mean, insert a lot of bands here. So Jake has been trying to convince him to play a band, one of Jake's weird bands.
Well,
It
was interesting because it was like following up with him,
Right.
which if you send it, that's one thing. Then to be like, did you listen to it? I'm going to follow up.
He did listen to it. I was in his office
Yeah.
playing it, and he liked it.
You went in and forced him to listen to it?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he followed up yesterday, and the boss, you can just tell if you could read body language. He's like, this band is not going to ever be on KROQ.
He was squinting and looking at the ceiling, like, why are we still having this conversation?
And
He didn't remember the name of the band.
Right, didn't remember the name of the band. And Jake's,
obviously made an impact.
And Jake's like, so what do you think? You think it's going to make it on the air? And the guy's like clearly saying no, but Jake doesn't pick up on subtleties.
I'm going in his office again next week and playing again.
Jesus.
Oh, my God. Is this the first time you've sent a band, or do you do this regularly?
I have sent an email with a link, but I've never actually sat down and played him a band.
Oh, he must hate that.
Nobody likes that.
No.
Do you think he doesn't have the pulse on the music industry?
No, he doesn't. That's from the rock and roll side.
What?
What's
Really?
What are you
that?
talking
What was the country
about?
artist we played?
You know, for the
we played a lot of
KROQ
garbage
side,
here.
I think he's got it figured out
Yeah,
by now.
I think he's got it really
I think
figured
his
out.
pedigree and his history speaks for itself.
Yeah, built this radio station, then got hired over to go to Spotify for a while, built some stuff there.
If you don't agree that we played some absolute garbage, you're lying, and you're lying to yourselves.
Oh, of course.
There's part of radio that you have to play this music for people to listen to, and that's just part of the business. It doesn't mean he doesn't know music and doesn't understand that side.
Sure, and he liked
It's very
it.
complex.
Well, what's this band you were all excited for us to play? That you were trying to get him to
It's a
play?
band called Slow Mosa. They're playing the
This is the best. Jake goes, even the name of it, because he goes, what was that thing you wanted me to listen to again? And Jake's like, I played it for you. I heard it. It's Slow Mosa. And he's like,
They're
right.
good.
And then he just walked out. He just walked out of the
no,
office.
but then Jake was like, but they sold out the El Rey.
Yeah, they sold out.
I didn't say they sold out. I said they moved from the Roxy to the El Rey.
Right.
So they didn't sell out.
So, well, tickets are selling Slow Mosa, but they'll sell eventually.
Well, hey, I do think it's nice to, if you're passionate about a band and you want to see them grow, that's Jake wants that clout,
Yes.
right? To be like, I helped break a band, because those are really iconic stories, right?
Sure.
Which Weatherly has had many of those stories.
Do you guys want to hear some of this trash music?
Sure, I would love to.
right,
I mean,
here
I
we go.
wouldn't, but I also would. But
All
go
right,
ahead.
this is I just heard like 5 seconds of this, and I am out already. Come on, dude.
Jake,
Really?
is that the
That
right?
wasn't the song I played.
Is that
I
the
played
right band?
Battling Guns.
Is that the right one or no?
No, Battling Guns is the single I played.
Oh boy.
God.
Just imagine.
So you're saying the band isn't good, just that one song is good?
No, they had numerous good songs, but a Horses song is not my favorite.
Okay, well, that's this is what happens behind the scenes here at KROQ, just so you know.
So the one that they're yelling about horses is not your favorite?
Horsey, horsey, horsey!
Giddy, I'm giddy,
Horsey. Well,
The show's
listen,
gonna rock.
you never know what you'll hear on KROQ. You didn't expect this, did you? This is not a Jake pick, huh?
This was handpicked by Kevin Weatherly.
That's right. He decided this would be a hit, and he's right. It's KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
Slow mimosa on KROQ. Klein Alley Show. If you
It's
need
slow
us,
mosa, not mimosa.
Slow mosa.
Can't say it right.
Jake's favorite band coming soon. That was actually not that. That was Crazy Town. Butterfly on KROQ. We got lots to get to this morning. And Valentine's Day card redo. As you know, the least funny people on the planet either do other morning radio shows or they write greeting cards that you're probably forced to buy for Valentine's Day. So we will go ahead and try to figure out what the dumb jokes are inside the cards and potentially remix them to make a better card. That'll be happening later this morning. Petty claims court. A couple's relationship hangs in the balance over something happening, and you will get jury duty, a jury of their peers. Your decisions will determine whether or not they stay together or break up forever. That's all happening, and we'll make it all worth your while by getting you on a standby boarding list so you can travel to Mexico City for some Royel Otis. All of that, plus much more.
Hey, y'all. I just want to say I love you guys so much, and, you know, you guys have really gotten me through, like, a lot of freaking crap, and right now I haven't slept, and I had to meet a deadline, and I'm going into work at a warehouse. I've probably been drinking White Claws all night, did a little extracurriculars.
Man.
I mean, please just wish me luck. But the only thing giving me the slightest bit of joy is your show being on the air right now. You guys are the best.
Well, listen, we do what we can. That's why we're here, and thank you for the kind words. Most of the calls on the GOAT line are critiques and criticisms, so every once in a while it's nice to hear good things. We will give you Allie's money in a moment. If you want it, I would take it right now at 800-520-1067. $100 up for grabs if you know more about the news than she does, and there's breaking stories as we speak, so study up, call now, win next on KROQ.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 5. Grab tacos at midnight. Drink something neon. Accidentally summon something with an Aztec death whistle. Oops, when you see Royel Otis in Mexico City. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Interscope Capital.
Hey, this is Roy. This is Otis. We're Royal Otis. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
To pay the people, Ellie does not like parting with her money. She is the official El Cheapo, but she is willing to put her money on the line every morning around this time.
Because I am a nice person, and I want to do good things for the community, and I'm happy to give away my money if you can beat me.
Oh, you're so upset now because you were voted meanest on the show yesterday?
I'm just pointing out that every day on the show, I put up my own money to give out to the people because I love them. And I love everyone.
A lot of comments about that vote that took place yesterday on the show that was declared Allie to be the meanest on the show. And I think Allie was the most shocked by this. And no one else seemed to be shocked by it, but you were.
Well, you should be shocked, too. I bought you a book.
Yeah, it's the meanest thing anyone's ever done for me. I hate books.
That is true. That's torturous
I've
for Klein.
thought for years about how much I hate books.
Now you're reading it.
Why would
Which
you
is
give
even
me a
more
book?
torturous.
That is so mean. You bitch. So anyway, Allie puts her money on the line because she's forced to, and you could win her money, and there's adults that would like to play, and there's children that would like to play. And I would just like to say good morning to Willa, who is 9 years old, listening to us in Anaheim right now. Good morning, Willa.
Good morning.
I don't think we're allowed to let you gamble with Allie for her own money, but I just wanted to say thank you for listening to the show, and hopefully you beat Allie anyway just by listening to the segment.
Okay.
Have you played before and beat me?
Well, when I haven't called you, yes, I have.
Mm-hmm. And what grade are you off to right now? Third or something?
When I'm going to next fourth. I'm in
Fourth.
fourth grade right now.
Did your dad already have to help you with
Yeah,
that question?
well, I think Allie.
I'll play her.
I think you.
I
can
wonder if
still
Willa
beat
thinks
Allie.
Allie is mean.
Do you think Allie is mean, Willa?
Huh?
Do
Willa?
you think Allie is mean?
Is Allie mean?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is Allie mean? Oh, no.
Can
Okay, with confidence.
All right, get out of here.
All right, good luck in 3rd or 4th grade. Let's say hi to Tony in Glendale. Give him a chance to win some of Allie's money.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Tony? Here we go. 5 questions, Allie.
What's up?
Allie will leave the KROQ studios. The second she's out of here, your round will begin. Please answer these questions quickly, confidently, and accurately. You're more than welcome to play along. As you're driving through the wet roads, we got some unseasonably drizzly weather here in Southern California. The rest of the country's under frostbite warnings, etc., and we're like dealing with a little bit of rain, but it'll still be in the nice mid-70s today, so we got that going for us. And here is your Allie Knows the News.
Allie Knows the News.
All right, this Disney cast member claims that she was fired for breaking a rule, and now this character is not currently going to be walking around at Disneyland. Which Disney character is it?
Cinderella.
Question 2. This KROQ band has just announced a 2026 world tour that they're calling the Peaches and Cream Tour. Which KROQ band has announced a 2026 world tour?
Rage Against the Machine.
Question 3. This Netflix show is going to be going live on Broadway. And because Netflix is very incestuous, they will be filming the live Broadway version of this show to eventually put right back on Netflix. Which show is going to Broadway?
Fallout.
Fallout?
Fallout.
All right, we go to question number 4. This fast food place is offering $1 food for Singles Awareness Day. It's not all about couples this time of year. We got to focus on the singles as well, so they should get a $1 burger. Which fast food place is offering special deals for singles?
McDonald's.
And finally, question number 5. This car maker is recalling 141,000 cars because apparently there's a problem where the doors are opening while the cars are being driven. And that is dangerous. Which car maker is now pulling back close to 150,000 cars?
Let's say Nissan.
Nissan. All right. It's been a rough year for Nissan. Let's see if you're right. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. See how you do. You gave us answers. That's at least better than some contestants. And I don't know how Willow would have done had Allie battled the 9-year-old, but she's battling a grown-ass man. And here we go. Question number 1.
Yep.
This Disney cast member has been fired, claims that she broke a rule, and as of right now, this cast member will not be wandering through the park
I
at
think
Disney.
it's the evil queen.
Ah, okay. He said Cinderella, but the correct answer is the evil queen from Snow White. Apparently broke a rule and is making all the kids upset, and they are now saying there is no evil queen roaming through the park at this exact moment.
So are they eliminating the character, or they just fired her?
This particular person was fired, but as of right now, I don't know if they have another evil queen to walk around. So if you don't like the evil queen, and who does, good time to go to Disneyland. Allie gets the point.
She's like the stormtrooper.
We go to question number 2. Allie's up 1-0. This KROQ band has just announced a 2026 world tour that they're calling the Peaches and Cream Tour.
Yes, I think that is the Black Keys.
He guessed Rage, but the correct answer is the Black Keys.
Man,
Allie.
Rage would be great.
On the board twice, 2-0. Not a good start for you, Tony. Should have played with that kid. We go to question 3. This Netflix show is officially going to Broadway. And because Netflix is very incestuous, they will then be filming the Broadway version of this show to put right back on Netflix.
Wow. God, is it Cake?
Oh, man, is it Cake on Broadway? I would be there opening night.
Is it Cake?
Oh, I would love that. Unfortunately, that is wrong.
Step ball change.
He guessed Fallout or Full House. He said something of the two, both wrong. The correct answer is Stranger Things. It's all Stranger Things. Stranger Things coming to Broadway. No one
I feel
gets the
so
point.
bad for Broadway. No one wants to see original stories. They just want to see Stranger
By the
Things.
way, that's the only way a guy like me is ever going to go to Broadway.
That's why. That's
right.
why they do it.
I just told you I'd be at opening night for Is It Cake the musical. So I'm the guy. I don't want to see some stupid Hamilton.
You don't want to see Sunday in the Park with George?
No.
That's your own prerogative.
Question number 4. Allie's still up 2. This fast food place is offering $1 food deals to celebrate Singles Awareness Day. It's not all about couples this time of year. Let's focus on the singles, give them cheap food as well. Which fast food place is doing the $1 deals
I feel
for
like
singles?
Single people go to Wendy's. I'm going to go with Wendy's.
Great guess. I would have said Arby's a good guess for the singles.
That's
but,
single men.
That the correct answer is Wendy's.
Oh,
Allie,
yes.
got it.
I was going to say that.
You're getting smoked, Tony. What happened? Tony said McDonald's fell apart under the pressure. Final question. This car maker is recalling 141,000 cars because apparently the doors are oopsies opening while the cars are being driven.
That seems like a Tesla problem.
Tesla is good guess. He said Nissan.
is.
Both of you are incorrect. The correct answer is Toyota.
Oh.
Toyota recalling 141,000. Look it up online to make sure your car's not affected. Final score. Allie got 3, and Tony, you got a big goose egg. Sadly, nothing for you. What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ as Allie keeps her money in her pocket for another day?
Listen up, everybody. This is Tony, and Allie knows the news.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Good luck.
His door's falling off.
His doors. You fix that door ASAP. Jesus Christ. It's KROQ. Good morning.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Allie, the fact that you were even considering this is insanity because of everything you know going into this decision. The fact that this is even something that you have brought up to our attention.
Well, you know I love
crazy.
to save money.
That part I know, but at some point you have to weigh the pros and the cons, and sometimes you go, it's not worth it. Even though it's financially worth it, it's not worth it.
So my mom wants to do this big family trip. It's now that she has her new husband, and he has a couple of kids.
Husband number 4.
This is husband number 3.
3, excuse me.
By the way, I also learned something about husband number 1 that I don't care to talk about now. But
That's your real dad.
yes, well, I learned why their relationship ended, and I had no idea. But now she's
Flaccid?
on husband.
Was it flaccid?
No, there was cheating involved.
Oh.
I had no idea.
On his end or her end?
Her end.
Oh.
It was like, was anyone going to tell me this?
You just found this out now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did you think the reason was they broke up?
I just thought they didn't work out. Like, they were high school sweethearts, got married too early, too young.
Wow.
I didn't realize that was the reason.
And
I think that was one of many reasons, but apparently my dad was, like, fine with it because the relationship was over anyway.
And the throat goat went out on the town?
I don't know about what happened afterwards.
Did she cheat on your dad with husband number 2?
No.
Oh,
that was
different
many
guy.
years later.
Oh.
So now she's with husband 3, who's very happy and satisfied.
If you're confused, don't worry. You're not alone. It's just like this is like the math problem from A Beautiful Mind.
My family tree is just like a,
trying
it's
to
a
figure
mess.
this out.
Weed whacker to get through it all. So she has they decided they wanted to do this family trip because they want everyone to be together. It's like a forced Brady Bunch situation where we're all adults, but we're all kind of being asked to bond together as a new family. Whatever. She's decided that we're all going to Hawaii. And I'm like, I'm never going to turn down that. That sounds great. So then she lets us know that they're working out the accommodations and making the reservations.
She's paying for it?
No, not paying for everything, but I think that she's going to help out as much. I think they're going to help out as much as they can.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because of the forced family aspect, I think they're
Yeah.
taking a little bit off the price there. So she says, we're getting a couple of like apartments or condos or whatever. And she said, would you mind rooming with me and Steve?
Oh, my God. Didn't she just tell us when she called in for Thanksgiving that she gives it up to him a lot, but especially when they go to hotels?
I believe she said he needs it.
Yeah, he needs it. Yeah, I mean, she's admitted that when...
She knows every time they're staying in a hotel, sex is going to happen.
This is your mom.
This is my mother.
And she wants you to share a room with her and her husband?
So my response was, are you going to be boning every night?
Right. It's a good answer. Good
Her
question.
response was, not every night.
Oh, no.
And then I said to myself, why would I say yes to this? I mean, obviously, if we're going to be rooming with them, I don't think I would have to pay at all. And
Right.
it would be nice to have a built-in babysitter for the situation where, my wife and I can go off and have dinner or go out and just leave the kid in the same space.
You can leave your kid in there while they bang out all night?
No, he'll be asleep while they're banging.
Definitely not. Your mom?
They're not going to be banging while he's awake.
Well, listen, he may wake up. That sounds like she's got a real thing going on, your mom. She's
Probably helps him sleep at this point. He hears it so much, I'm sure, when he visits.
Yeah, that's like his white noise. It's just that.
So I decided to talk to my wife about it, and she was like, you are crazy if you think I am going to stay in a room where they're going to, where even we are aware that could possibly be happening.
It's not even possible. It's a definite going to happen because she says that she always does it, and she's got the trick, and she told us about the Thanksgiving special, and 15 minutes is all you need. And, I mean, she's all into giving this guy pleasure. She really wants to keep husband number 3 happy.
Right.
She doesn't want to go to number 4.
But it also depends on where the rooms are located. Are the rooms next to each other? If not, then maybe they're in that thing where it's like there's one room on either side and they're spaced out like it's a wing or over wing situation.
I don't think they're far enough. I don't think they could possibly be far enough apart. I mean, if you're sharing a, quote, condo or apartment and there's rooms, even just that's good night, and you even just have that thought of what's happening. I mean, sometimes it's not even enough if you're in a hotel. You go to get one of those wedding blocks at a hotel, and you happen to be you're in room 63, and then all of a sudden you realize your parents are in 64. Even that's a terrible situation.
Yeah, and then, but wouldn't you, even if you were staying with friends or a sister or whatever, wouldn't you adjust your sex schedule to make sure that you're not having sex in the same...
Steve needs it.
Yeah, Steve, almost right.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve needs it, Allie. It's not, there's no adjusting.
All right.
This is it.
So I'm just going to...
Water, shelter,
So
air.
then I started offering up my sister. I'm like, maybe she should stay with you. And then my sister's like, I'm not doing that. Now, every other child, Steve's kids, everyone is like, no, nobody wants this.
They got to get their own room.
Yeah, and then I was trying to convince her. I was like, guys, you need to serve a romantic getaway as well.
Right.
Yes, we're going to be there, but why don't you enjoy your own space? And she was like, well, that is true. And we're all trying to convince them now to just be on their own.
But then you
because
run the
us
risk.
Kids, we know how to keep it together. I don't need to be doing it every 5 minutes. I can adjust.
Mm-hmm.
I can live. But apparently they can't. And if they can't control themselves, then they need to be in their own situation.
Yeah. I mean, look, I understand the risk, though, because the risk you run is if you share the room, then you feel like you're kind of on, all of a sudden you start putting drinks on the room. It's almost like, the trip is free-ish because you know that all that's covered.
Dude, it's worth it, Allie.
But you do have to accept the fact that every night at some point, unless you can come up with a good plan where you're like, look, we're going to go out to the beach for an hour right now.
Put a sock on the, what they do at the dorms. Put a sock
like
on
a
the doorknob.
scrunchie?
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah, they got to go back to. I mean, they have those.
Why is the scrunchie always on there?
It's
never off.
Just sitting there constantly.
I'm going to order room service again.
Oh man, well that is definitely something to think about.
It's a conundrum.
It sure is. I mean, for the sake of this show, I think you got to do it.
I didn't know. Just for the audio alone.
Yeah.
Skyrocket, Klein, Allie, Show.
Klein Alley Show mornings.
Yeah.
KROQ.
Let's find out what's going on in the world with your ADD news. Then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin. We also have for you a spot on the standby boarding list. You can go to Mexico City and see Royel Otis, part of KROQ's Mile High Club. And in about an hour, we'll need you to give us a call if you want to hop on that standby boarding list. Between now and then, we got lots to get into, including a brand new petty claims court. You'll have jury duty, so use that to your advantage. If you need to get out of work today or get out of something else you don't want to do, just claim you have jury duty with us, and that'll be starting next hour. But first, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So there were a few different twists and turns yesterday in the Nancy Guthrie case. She's now been missing 11 days and counting. They released a super creepy video of the kidnapper who was in front of the doorbell camera in the entryway of Nancy's house. He's wearing a balaclava. Say it's a weird word, but he was wearing one.
Ski mask?
Allison, you're being a prissy little bitch.
He appeared armed. He had big, thick layers on with a big backpack and big-ass gloves. Not conspicuous for Arizona or anything. He seemed very overdressed. He proceeds then to try and cover up the camera with his hand, and then he goes to grab part of a bush from her front yard and put that over the camera. So they released this, obviously, because they want any tips, anybody who might recognize the build or the eyes of this person. Then within hours, they had brought somebody in for questioning. And it was like, whoa, they have a lead. They're getting somewhere here. And it turned out he was just a DoorDash driver.
Oh.
And he was released. He had nothing to do with any of it. And he's speaking out because he thinks it was a pretty bad case of mistaken identity. He didn't know anything about this case, and he didn't even know who this lady was.
And once I saw they were following me, I pulled over. They didn't even have to put a traffic stop or anything. I got off the car, and they arrested me as soon as I got off the car. They didn't even tell me what was going on until the detectives got here, and they told me I was being detained for kidnapping. And I asked him, like, kidnapping of who? And they told me this lady, I don't know her name. And,
Nancy Guthrie?
Yeah, that's her.
Had you heard of Nancy Guthrie before?
Is it Nancy Guthrie, the most famous kidnapped person right now? Oh, yeah. Amazed that he does not know, and he lives in Arizona.
This guy's just trying to bring pizza to people.
He's just dashing.
He's just dashing. He's dashing.
It's just a dashing.
Never until today.
They have put out that they had detained a person of interest, and I guess that's you?
I guess so. I mean, I'm glad they're doing their job, right? They're chasing the wrong person.
I feel so bad for the person that was waiting for their food.
I know.
And was sitting there going,
got a bad review.
Where's my burrito bowl?
And this guy's going like, it was supposed to be here. I paid for priority delivery.
It says Carlos is still on his way. He's not moving.
It's not moving. What's going on? I needed this. I'm so hungry.
But there is a fine line because if you get a Dasher or an Amazon driver that is in front of your house at a weird time, it looks freaky.
Very
I remember
suspicious.
I was leaving for work one day and there was an Amazon person delivering something because they have that between 4 and 8 a.m. thing now.
A lot of times in the unmarked cars.
It freaked me the F out.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just somebody in a vest and I was like, oh my God.
I know.
So,
This whole operation, by the way, seems a little suspect because did you guys see the video of that pizza driver that just walked up to the house to try to deliver the pizza?
Well, since it's been a crime scene, you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, I know.
This happened like 2 days ago, and I guess one of the reporters ordered some pizza. Hungry,
yeah,
and the guy thought it was, a delivery for that house. Like, don't they have that cornered off or something?
No, apparently they ran out of budget to put that yellow tape around.
Yeah, where's the yellow tape?
It feels like everyone's just walking over there, and from the reports I saw, they said the whole quote crime scene has been trampled over. It's just been a whole
maybe it's
mess.
one of those heart-shaped pizza promotions.
Oh, those are great this time of year.
Sympathy pizza, all those pizza promotions.
Everyone loves it.
Bad news for degenerate gamblers. Your card game of choice could be leaving the casino because of a new law in California.
California's newest regulations prohibit blackjack and change the rotation of player-dealer positions. This is a $5.6 billion industry.
What?
$5.6 billion just on blackjack.
Blackjack is illegal in California now?
It's going to have to leave the card rooms. And I'm kind of confused as to why this is the case. It's something about the way that gambling is regulated in the state.
And around $500 million in state and local tax revenue.
So they get $500 million in tax revenue from blackjack, and that they're going to or from casinos, I guess, maybe as a whole. And they say that this would be cut in half if they got rid of blackjack because that's everyone's favorite game in the casino. But now, by April or May, they're going to have to get rid of them.
I don't believe that'll happen. I can't. And I know that I've been...
You want to bet?
I'll bet you, Allie, as much money as you want, because I know that the card rooms, very strange rules. I remember going to my first casino in California and playing roulette and thinking I was playing roulette, and then when the ball landed on 8, I thought I won, and then the guy was like, hold on.
And they're like, and now here's a 7 card.
Not
you
so
lose.
fast. And then he pulled out a deck of cards and dealt 8 cards, and then he's like, 32, loser. And I was like, what is going on here? It's a very strange, it's not like Vegas casinos. There are different rules. But I thought the card room rules would have covered blackjack. I don't know why they're saying that that's different than a, quote, game of poker.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why specifically this game is being taken away. It's something about the rotation of dealers or something like that. But I do think they have it down with the way that they... like the loopholes that they find.
I know how they do the rotation of dealers. As soon as you hit 3 good hands in a row, they bring in some cooler that comes and ruins everything. That's the rotation of dealers.
Maybe that's what they're figuring out.
They figured out the cooler guy that they bring in from the back. All right, let's go, Steve. Go on, just get out there and cool this guy off.
Yeah, this was just passed by one mad gambler who's like, just get rid of the game, all right? Cheating.
I felt that way before.
All right, it's not just copper wire and catalytic converters that are being stolen in Southern California. It is really anything of value, even if that value is subjective. So now let's talk about the Great Puppet Heist. A woman who was robbed of her puppet show that she created by hand. A puppeteer's whole puppet show was stolen out of a U-Haul shipping box, and they claim that this has an estimated value of $40,000. Handmade props that were stolen outside of her home.
Jake, get on this, man. You can make those puppets.
I love the insurance company to hear that claim. We're going to give you $11. It sucks. Socks and ping pong balls.
And some felt. Yeah.
They're crochet. That's a very expensive puppet.
Are you going to help her rebuild her puppeteers? Are you going to help her rebuild Dilly's World? That's what it's called.
Oh, really?
It's actually a web series and touring theatrical show about a girl and her puppet friends who tackle and solve big problems in their whimsical world.
I'll solve this problem. Why don't you work on this one? Seems like a new problem to deal with.
She's now starting from scratch, but she said she's determined to make her February 22nd date happen, which gives her 11 days to rebuild all of Dilly's world.
Let's go. We need more puppets in this world.
Come on, Jake.
We got to get into a brand new hour of the show, and we do that this exact second. Here we go.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Just after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, a wet one. We are Klein Alley Show on KROQ, and I know that we've got weather here in Southern California. There's weather happening in other places around the country as well, and some people would mock us and say that we are weak. We don't understand what actual weather's like, especially this time of the year where so many places are under, giant freeze warnings. And
good morning, and welcome to the weather here in Wisconsin. Currently, it is negative 20 with a wind chill of negative 70. There's 4 feet of snow on the road, but the school buses are running on time, and everybody is expected to have their homework done. Meanwhile, in California, we've had 2 drops of rain and 1 small gust of wind. Everybody stop everything.
Stay home.
Stay in your homes. Wind advisory. Do not leave your house. It's raining!
There's your weather forecast for today.
I feel like last night we were like, bring everything in. The couch cushions, all of it.
Bring
it was
it
like
all
we were
in.
preparing for a hurricane when it was just a little windy and rainy.
Hunker down. We are soft when it comes to the weather. This hour on the show, we're going to meet a couple whose relationship hangs in the balance, and they need your help. So we will get into some petty claims court coming up a little bit later this hour. And in less than an hour, we get you on that standby boarding list so you can do some international travel. Get your ass to Mexico City, where I'm sure it's beautiful right now, and go see Royel Otis there. This destination number 5 of all things KROQ Mile High Club. Details for everything on the socials, Klein Alley Show, or at KROQ. Killers Now. Show continues next.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
KROQ. Yeah!
KROQ.
We are supposed to convince you to listen to the show. We're supposed to promise you that you'll win stuff if you just keep listening, and that's really what we're supposed to be doing here. The goal is get you to listen longer, and the more you listen, the more we get credit for you listening, and then everyone thinks we're great. And that's a peek behind the curtains of how this whole thing works. We dangle carrots, and hopefully you stick around.
Very inspiring.
But I'm going to tell you right now that you should not listen to this show because it is leading to lots of problems for people. And I feel bad for this one particular listener who has gotten into multiple issues with multiple jobs because of our show. And listen, I appreciate the support. Loyalty means a lot. It took you a while to maybe find us or discover us or decide that this is the show for you. Maybe it was the 3-day challenge or a friend convinced you. And then you go, finally, I found a show that I like waking up to. And this guy should really stop listening immediately because he is having the worst luck ever. And this is a cautionary tale.
Hey, guys, I'm on my way home from work. I just started the podcast, but I had to leave this message. So I don't know if you guys remember me. I called last year about getting sent to HR for doing the Diddy. Great guy like Diddy.
Yes.
So this guy repeated one of my stupid out-of-context quotes that Omar plays at his job. Diddy, great guy like Diddy.
Which this guy doesn't seem to have much of a filter. There are things like that, though, that just pop into your brain and you just say them and then you're like, what am I doing?
Well, someone he said at his job was mentioning the Diddy trial, and he just said as a result of our show,
with
Diddy,
no context.
Great guy like Diddy, and then someone reported him to HR.
You need to explain it, which is even more embarrassing than the initial saying of it.
And he lost his, or I don't know if he lost his job, but he was in the files for a stupid reason. I mean, really, the dumbest reason. A lot of HR trips are stupid to begin with, and then there's the stupidest ones like this. This guy got in trouble a year ago for something about this show, and now, Allie, there's an update.
HR for doing the Diddy, great guy like Diddy. Well,
Diddy,
I'm
great
back
guy
at
like
the
Diddy.
hot-
There it is. Thank you, Klein. That's the original one.
Let's hear it again.
I don't want to hear it again. Diddy, great guy like Diddy.
There he is.
Right.
Well, I'm back in the hot seat. However, at a different job.
Oh.
So I left that job previously, and I started a new customer service job a couple of months back. And my coworker today, he's like, man, this Indian lady called with the heaviest accent ever. And he starts doing a super racist impression. And then I do I just dropped the English. Do you speak my language?
Oh, no. So now you're dropping.
So you out-racisted him.
So he did an impression.
I'll take your racist comment and raise you another one.
And then you dropped the line from the show, which was Allie saying that, which...
English. Can you speak my language? Those are embarrassing when they're about me.
And now listen to this, Allie.
And I start cracking up, not at the racist thing, okay? I'm not racist at all. But because I heard Allie's perfectly say it in my head. Anyway, long story short, I got sent to HR.
Oh.
Now I have to do mandatory sensitivity training.
No.
So thank you guys for getting me in trouble yet again.
So there you go. That is...
Sensitivity training. That's the worst.
That
That
is not good. I mean, really, that is so bad.
I feel terrible because it really is just an earworm. It's not. It's an innocent thing that out of context is very offensive. In context was actually very innocent. But when you explain yourself that way and you have to say to HR, "I'm not racist or anything. I just said that because of a morning show," they probably think you're lying.
Right. So I feel bad for this particular
They're like, no
guy.
one listens to morning shows.
Or this morning show's very racist.
Yeah. And if you are like these people and you've accidentally used clips from this show in your personal lives and it's led to problems, apologies. We've heard from people over the years that have gotten into relationship fights because of stuff from the show.
Maybe we can start dropping in some lines that are like
positive
and
uplifting.
heartfelt.
Omar, do you have anything in your folder of a million clips that someone could say that would not get them in trouble at their job, perhaps? Something that they could hear now, and if they repeat it, they would not lose their job, but maybe get a promotion? I'd love to hear that story.
Maybe this?
English, do you speak? No,
that's the same as the
worse.
other one.
No?
That's
Come
another
on,
one.
try again.
That's
I bet you can do it.
I don't think I have any.
Got to be something.
Oh, maybe this.
But or as plugged.
All
there
right,
you go.
That doesn't help.
You use that, you probably get a promotion. I'm telling you, a lot of people
If you
probably...
work in plumbing, you would.
We got to take a break. When we get back, we're going to meet a couple. They need your help. They are battling over something that seems petty, but you will determine who's right, who's wrong. Jury duty is in your future. Petty Claims Court next, KROQ.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 5. Grab tacos at midnight. Drink something neon. Accidentally summon something with an Aztec death whistle. Oops, when you see Royel Otis in Mexico City. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Interscope Capital.
Hey, this is Roy. This is Otis. We're Royal Otis. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
They rock. Klein Alley Show. You made it through the divorciest month of the year, January, and now you're here in February, creeping into Valentine's Day, only to know that you're potentially setting yourself up for another trap if it doesn't go well. If you overgive, undergive, don't plan properly, forget altogether, it's going to lead to trouble probably, and that is why Petty Claims Court is so important right now, to solve these petty arguments before they become super big. And we have a couple on the phone right now, only been married a year, which I think still technically makes them newlyweds-ish, right, Allie? I don't know how
is
long.
that the first year?
I think the first year is supposed to be kind of, you're on easy street.
Do you still eat that cake a year later, or is that a done tradition
I think
now?
you can eat the cake whenever. It's cake. I don't think it ever goes bad.
Really? Because I think after 4 years, I was like, Lee, you got to toss this thing.
I think
it's
you
disgusting.
can still eat it, but it's time for Petty Claims Court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is Petty Claims Court.
All right, gavel out. I'm going to meet this couple. You will determine who you vote for, and that will potentially have a ripple effect through their entire relationship. So don't take your job lightly. Being in the jury, this is not like real jury duty where you can kind of zone out.
Just blow it off and you don't really try, yeah.
This actually matters.
Pay attention.
Let's meet Aaron. Aaron is bringing his wife to trial right now. I don't believe she knows why she's even here. Hi, Aaron. Good morning. Welcome to KROQ.
Good morning. Sweet did.
Sweet dips to you. And you did not tell your wife why you were bringing her to the airwaves of KROQ this morning?
No, she has no idea.
Hold on. Let me just...
It's good to be blindsided leading up to Valentine's Day.
Hey, Kelly. Good morning. Welcome to Klein Alley Show on KROQ. How goes it?
Good morning.
Do you have any idea, any thought maybe, any intuition, female intuition as to why you've been brought here?
with this man, it could be anything. I have no idea. I can't wait. What he's going to say.
Do you feel like your first year of marriage has been a good one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you agree with that, Aaron?
Yeah.
But
great.
But something going on is bothering you, irking you.
Kind of. A little bit. Well, you'll see.
And this is the kind of thing, was this bothering you while you guys were dating too, or no, it only started once you got married?
No, it's been the whole time we've been together, so...
Well,
Yeah.
it's important, Klein, to nip these things in the bud, especially after the first year of marriage. These things can really...
Fester.
Yeah, they can fester so much that you end up, just murdering or something.
That's right.
You never know what's going to happen.
Most of these stories that end up on Dateline started with a petty thing, and then they just escalated into murder. So to save Kelly's life right now, why don't you go ahead and tell her why you're bringing her to petty claims court, Aaron? Go ahead.
Tell me, honey, what is it? What have I done?
She's OCD about doing laundry. There's never a full hamper. And, I can wear a sweatshirt for 2 hours and, throw it on my couch or the bed, and it disappears. And then she also doesn't put stuff back in the right spot. So I can't find what I'm looking for.
So you're saying when OCD of doing laundry, you mean like loads are being run constantly around the clock?
Yes.
There's never not a load being done,
nonstop.
put in or taken out or folded.
Yep, and she'll wash my towels in the bathroom and not put another one in there.
Oh.
And I don't have a tiny towel in there, so
Right.
I'll get out of the shower not noticing, and now I have to.
Yep.
walk around
This
the house
is a
naked.
problem I
Right.
have in my home
Right.
as well.
Yeah, it's a weird. There are certain people that anything that's been worn, even if it was for 11 seconds, is now considered dirty and must immediately go into the washing machine.
And the person who is the washer is usually overstimulated by the amount of clothing that they're seeing, the towels. They just go, this is too much. All of it needs to be washed. But if you're taking all these towels and you're throwing everything in the wash, you got to replace the things that you took. Otherwise, you're screwing over everybody else in the home. Kelly, what do you have to say for yourself?
He is not lying. This is true. In my defense, he's basically a construction worker. So his clothes are disgusting. So I take them immediately. I don't even let him go upstairs. And I put him in the wash. And when he takes off his clothes, if he considers them clean, air quotes, do they go, maybe in the drawer or on the bed? No, he drops them on the floor, like he's a snake shedding. So I'm not going to go around sniffing all of his clothes, decide what's clean, what's dirty. So if it's on the floor, it gets cleaned, and it drives him crazy.
See, some people
So
would
when
argue what you're doing is a great thing. I mean, there's some people that are going, man, I'd kill for my wife to be so obsessed with doing laundry that the second I take off a shirt, she's already washing it and getting ready for the next time.
And it's kind of like hotel rules, right? If you want a towel to be washed, you leave it on the floor.
Right. On the floor is the international sign for pick it up and wash it. Because if it wasn't dirty before, it's now on the floor, so it's dirty.
Exactly.
Do you, Aaron, do you agree with that?
Well, what I was saying about wearing a sweatshirt for 2 hours to go out to dinner, and I leave it on the couch or on the bed, that's not on the floor. So that doesn't need to be washed. But those always disappear, and I'm like, wait, I'm going back out, and my sweatshirt's gone. So
what up with that,
excessive.
Kelly?
Kelly, he says that sometimes you do not wait for the floor.
That's about 1% of the time. He's full of it. Almost all of his clothes go on the floor, and he tells me sniff them and decide what's clean, what's dirty. It's not happening.
Sniff
it's just
them.
going to be
That's an
washed if it's on the.
interesting,
I'm not sniffing his clothes.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
If it's on the floor, it's dirty.
Aaron,
That's it.
do you do other things around the house? Because I just want to avoid she's doing the laundry, so suck it up kind of argument.
He doesn't. No, he does not. No,
okay.
nope.
Oh, my gosh, Kelly. Come on.
What do you do?
I cook breakfast, and you are home all day, every day.
I cook breakfast, and you are home.
That's a good. That's you lost us at breakfast. That's the thing you do. And hold on. Do you have a similar situation with dishes? There's an equivalent to this with dishes, where, for instance, in my house, I will have a sip of water, put my cup down on the counter, go back to have a second sip. It's gone. It's already been placed in the sink or put in the. And I go, what the hell just happened?
I was still drinking
in the middle of that drink right there. Does that happen as well?
Honey,
Yes,
tell
it
him what you
does,
call the
and-
sink.
What, Kelly?
What?
He calls the sink the magic sink. He tells his friends when they come over, it's a magic sink, and if you put something there, it magically disappears.
Oh, That's pretty cool.
Aaron, good joke with your friends. I appreciate that humor.
Sounds like your wife is starting to get really full of resentment for all the stuff she's doing.
Sounds like
that's the sink, the magic sink. So
right, Kelly?
Okay.
Yeah. Give me another beer, Kelly.
Kelly, a little more magic over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
You know, Kelly's going to get really good at cleaning up after herself after she murders you.
Yeah, that's good.
I should just leave it. I just leave it all and see how long you'll last.
That's a great trial.
So the argument here, if you're just joining us, Aaron has brought his wife to trial, although she seems like an effing saint for some reason. But he says that every time she just is OCD, laundry OCD, anytime anything gets worn for a second, she immediately thinks it's dirty, throws it in, does loads around. Same thing with dishes, whatever, puts it down for a second, it's gone. She does not like any clutter, doesn't like any clean. It's good to live with someone like that, or else your house can turn into like a hoarder house pretty quickly. However, the flip side is you took off a sweatshirt, you thought you were going to put it back on and go out. Now the sweatshirt's gone.
And if you overwash things, it actually shortens the life of the garment.
Right. Also true. Boring
That's why
fact.
I wash my clothes.
Boring fact, Allie, but thank you for sharing. I will sustain.
You allow it? Oh.
I'll allow that. All right, so 10 seconds closing arguments, then the jury will decide who's right and who's wrong. Any more color commentary we need from this case before we make some decisions around here?
Yeah, I've only recently stayed home. So we've been together almost like 3.5 years, and I was working full-time, more hours than him, and still doing all these things. So he's full of it.
And Aaron, anything you'd like to say about that claim that Kelly just made, that she's only recently home all day?
Well, that's true, but half the logos on my shirts are all faded because they're overwashed.
It's overwashed.
949 wanted to know, Kelly, do you nag while you clean, or do you just clean?
No, I just do it, and I hide from him because he chases me, and he tries to pull the stuff out of the laundry basket that he thinks is clean. He'll actually chase me to try to get the stuff that he thinks is clean.
Oh, that's abuse.
That sounds fun at your place. All right, well,
it's like
listen,
Looney Tunes.
10 seconds of closing arguments, then the jury will vote and decide, and I'm sure we'll hear from Zeke, who is a relationship expert. And listen, everyone's got their own opinions about what's going on. In fact, you know what? Well, I'm not even going to wait. Let's say hi to Zeke on this side of the break, and then you get your 10 seconds closing argument. Zeke, you always have interesting commentary on the couples during petty claims court. Go ahead, Zeke.
Hey, man, top of the morning. Check this out, man. My boy, you's a dirtbag. You a dirtbag. Why you tripping about her cleaning? Let the girl clean, man. You feel me? Just clearing the house, let her do it. How you going to tell her to smell the laundry? You know what? That just, man, as a man, I'm going to tell you something. You got to be able to be on top of that on yourself. And if your female's doing that already, you shouldn't even be tripping. And you calling it a magic sink, now that's funny. I never heard of that. But at the end of the day, though, if you being a dirtbag and you can't take care of your own business and then you only make breakfast, like, what's breakfast, my boy? You know, you need to do something. You need to start, like, you know, like helping out around the pad. You know, she probably wouldn't be like that if he wasn't such a dirtbag.
All right, that's Zeke right there, relationship expert. 10 seconds closing arguments, Aaron. We let you go first, then Kelly will wrap things up. We'll open this up officially at the first 100 votes on the text line at 800-520-1067. The case of Aaron versus wife Kelly, who he claims is overzealous with laundry. It's just too much. She'll do a full load for she'll do a full wash for a pair of socks she finds if it's on the floor. Aaron, go ahead. 10 seconds, last arguments to win the audience on your side. Go ahead.
I'm not lazy. I've been taking care of myself for decades. I can do my own stuff. It's just she's over the top on taking care of all that stuff.
10 seconds up. Kelly, whatever you would like to say to wrap this up, go ahead.
Do I really need to say anything? I take care of everything. He's lucky. He's lucky to have me.
Maybe you should leave Aaron for Zeke.
But Zeke, I think Zeke's in a relationship right now. Zeke, are you currently spoken for?
Who?
You.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds...
The door's open.
Sounds like Zeke has got a lot of flexibility in his relationship. All right, get your votes in now. You voting for Aaron, you voting for Kelly. Results next. Petty Claims Court, KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
All right, verdict time here. Petty Claims Court, KROQ. If you're just joining us, in the middle of a very heated argument between Aaron and Kelly. Been married a year, but together 3.5 years. In this first year of marriage, Aaron claims that his wife Kelly is OCD laundry specific, but pretty much anything that's clutter specific, she immediately must put stuff away. Middle of a drink, it goes in the sink. Then the magic sink, as he calls it, she will put in the dishwasher. Sounds like she's on top of things, but if he takes off a sweatshirt, even just for 5 seconds, she will immediately take it and throw it in the laundry.
Yeah, 661 is siding with Kelly. It says, let the girl clean, my boy. He's definitely lucky to have somebody who fully takes care of the home, and he should have to spend 1 week in the home where she does not do anything and see how different it would be. Meanwhile, 310 said, I vote for Aaron. I appreciate Kelly's work, but as an El Cheapo, I wouldn't want to waste all of that water and electricity doing unnecessary laundry.
I'm sure it adds up, right? I'm sure that there's definitely different types of extremes here. You have the people that will not even start doing a load until there is not one more clean piece of anything to wear.
Yeah, I think that's Jake, isn't?
That's Jake.
You do laundry once every 2 months, or?
Whenever I run out of underwear.
Right.
Yeah, he'll just wear them until there's nothing left.
Or I just buy new underwear.
And then he goes and does laundry, and that is.
Laundry is crazy. I can take up so many machines.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude, it's nuts.
Do you think the people at the laundromat are like, oh, that guy's here. I'm going to come back and do laundry a different day. That guy's going to be here forever.
Hopefully I come in such a few times they don't even recognize me when I come back.
661 said, when it comes to voting for Team Clean or Team Unclean, you always must vote for Team Clean all the way.
Aaron and Kelly, you understand the way it works here. Petty Claims Court, you've heard this before. Rulings are final. Allie's been tabulating the votes. Well over 100 came through, but the first 100 is who we decide wins and loses. And once the verdict is read, that's it. There's no going back. You guys both understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Allie. In the case of OCD laundry, Kelly versus her husband, Aaron, why don't you go ahead and tell us who wins this battle of Petty Claims Court?
Well, Zeke had it right, and I appreciate him always weighing in on these petty claim courts. After tabulating the votes on the text line and on the live stream, 77% of the vote went to Kelly.
Kelly.
Team Clean all the way, baby.
Aaron, you brought your wife here. You put her on blast. You surprise attacked her. You thought you'd win the favor of the audience, and they frankly don't really believe or care about your complaint at all. In fact, there's been a lot of people that would like to start dating Kelly. I would like to make Kelly my wife. If things don't work out, Kelly, here's my number, and I've got a lot of dirty laundry. So there's a lot of love coming through for Kelly, and you got smoked. 77% is a pretty sizable win.
Not a close call.
Oh, fair enough. I accept.
So,
Suck it, Aaron.
Moving. Wow.
Suck it, Aaron.
There you have it.
Literally.
That's what he was going to say to you if you had lost.
949 said, my wife is similar. She will take out the trash when there's like 5 things in it because there might be something that might smell later.
Oh, yeah, that's a frustrating one, too.
And that one is like,
there's
yes,
so
you're
much
taking out the
room.
trash, but there's really not that much going on in there.
Yeah, I know, but the opposite of that is they never do it, and they just keep piling up stuff
Yeah,
until
so you
it's a
gotta
mountain
just
of
take it.
garbage. So here we go. Moving forward, Kelly, the choice is yours now because you're the winner. You can either, I don't think you have it in you to leave everything on the floor for a week so he would see what that would look like because I just don't think you have that. I think that would be more painful for you than for him.
I'd go on vacation. I would leave for like a week. I couldn't actually see it. I'd freak out.
Oh, great. Well, then take a vacation for a week. And
I think I
and Aaron, that's on you. So go ahead and send her somewhere for a week so she gets a break. She can go do laundry in Hawaii for a week. How about that?
I'm happy about that.
She's just cleaning all the hotel rooms.
She just goes from room to room.
Everyone's just naked. Where are all my clothes?
My dream. Thank you for joining us, Petty Claims Court. If you're dealing with something that you need us to figure out once and for all with the help of a jury of your peers, you can always reach out to us on the DM's Klein Alley Show, or you give us a call right now or a text, 800-520-1067. We can try to squeeze you into a future Petty Claims Court. We're back in a moment with your news, and then we get you on a standby boarding list to go to Mexico City and see Royel Otis, and that is next.
Klein Alley Show.
On KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show, and in about 5 minutes, get you on a standby boarding list. You can go to Mexico City. That is not a scam. That's a real thing that we are doing for you. It sounds too good to be true, but it is actually true. Already 4 listeners have won themselves trips out of the country to see amazing KROQ bands as part of KROQ's Mile High Club. The 5th trip puts you in Mexico City with Royel Otis, and we need your name to put on the standby boarding list, which we will do starting in 6 minutes after we're done with the ADD news. And then we'll do that every hour all day long until we fill up this list with names, call someone next week, and give them the good news to pack their bags. There are other things that are not as on the level as this. Bamboozled, we'll get into that next hour. There's a ton of scams happening around Southern California you need to be aware of. So do not do anything until you hear what we have to share with you next hour for Bamboozled. But that will all start after this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Playing professional basketball at 41 years old is not easy, I can imagine. And though I'm not necessarily a LeBron fan, I can acknowledge that the guy is one of the best to ever do it. But now he has had to sit out for so many games that he is breaking one of his long-standing streaks. Because he is sitting out for his 18th game of the season, he is now ineligible for All-NBA honors, which is something that he has received for the last 21 years.
Whoa.
This is his 23rd season in the NBA. He was ruled out because he's got arthritis in his foot.
Loser.
Vanessa, first of all,
recorded, Vanessa.
He's done a lot of things over the years, and he's obviously broken a lot of records. To call him a loser because he's got to rest his arthritic foot seems a little extreme.
That was recorded, Vanessa.
So,
What is
whatever.
real Vanessa? Going to call him a loser too?
No, I'm gonna call him like, buddy, you gotta quit.
Yeah,
Gotta
buddy, you
quit,
gotta
buddy.
quit. Well,
So
because
this is over, right?
He
No,
this is over.
it's not over yet.
Your career, this is over, right? He missed 14 games earlier this season because of sciatica, and then he also had some breathing issues, conditioning issues, while he said he had to, quote, get back to grown man status after the sciatica. So he's getting old man problems.
Sure.
This is arthritis, sciatica, heavy breathing, all stuff that somebody in their 40s or probably somebody way older than that would start getting,
And
right? But he's been
obviously-
putting his body through a lot.
Sure, and he's been playing. I mean, if you look at all of the games he's played, all the minutes of those games he's played over the years, it's a lot. And he was at the top of his game for, I don't know, let's call it 19, 20 of those 23 seasons.
And then I would think, okay, you've had so many incredible games, incredible wins.
A lot of flops. All the flops.
You've
That's
also had some flops.
probably takes the biggest toll on your body is all the fake
all
flopping.
the acting,
All
yeah,
the
where you're like,
acting.
whoa,
Right.
referee, whoa.
There's a lot of that.
But wait, I think a lot of people thought he was waiting to play with his son.
Right.
It was like, okay, he's waiting it out to play with Bronny. Then that'll be his big finale. And now Bronny's not even playing with him anymore, and he's still going at it.
Because he was waiting till Bronny made his first basket. And that is going to be a long wait.
A lot more sciatica
It's
on
gonna
your
be
way.
a lot more stuff. Come
He's
on,
in a
Bronny.
wheelchair.
Come on, you got a couple of open layups. You got to hit them. It's crazy.
Babysitting used to be a $10 an hour job for whatever high school student needed, extra weed money. I was one of those. But now it is a booming industry of professionals, and it's an industry that is costing parents more and more every single year. Here are the new numbers for average prices per hour for a babysitter.
Do you know that when I there was a time when I would actually babysit, believe it or not? I was not good at it.
We all did because we wanted weed money, right?
Yeah, I
did not. No one would hire me.
I got called into a neighbor's house, and the kids were only, I think, a year, maybe even 2 younger than me, and I didn't even take money. I got access to the snacks, and I got to watch cable, which I didn't have in my house, so I did it just to watch cable and snacks. And
I think also people were more okay with bad care. It was like, just make sure my kid doesn't die.
Right, and I couldn't.
Now everyone's like, are you going to be bringing in organic,
they
blah,
do
blah.
all these dumb interviews.
Right,
Yes,
I couldn't have
interviews.
done anything. It was just about having anyone with a pulse around just to try to make sure that nothing terrible happened. And even if something terrible had happened, there's nothing I could have done.
Well, even the babysitter, we only have one that we use every once in a while. I've never asked a follow-up question about her. She is willing to come over for $25 an hour. She does the dishes after my kid goes to bed.
Great.
I have
It's a win.
I don't ask.
She could be
I don't
wanted
want to
in
ask any
14
questions.
states.
Don't care.
What's a fair price to pay the babysitter these days? Well, it helps to know what the neighbors are doing. And now we do know that the going rate rose 5% in the last year to more than $26 an hour on average to hire a babysitter for one child. And if you've got 2 kids, it's nearly $30 an hour.
And that's sad that I was like, 30 an hour for 2 is actually not too bad. I thought it was 35 an hour for 2 kids.
It has become the Wild West because you can meet with a bunch of different people and they just start throwing out numbers. And
I
they'll
think,
just,
too, they look at you. It's like Chipotle. It's like, do they look mad? I'll lower the rate.
Is Vanessa going to hire a babysitter for her baby, or is she going to let her mom watch the kid?
Vanessa, this baby you're having, according to the psychic, is that going to be? Is that going to be a free
Wishing the worst on me.
free range baby, or you going to have a babysitter?
Well, I'm not having a baby, and my mom's working, so obviously I'm never going to have a baby.
All right, we'll set up a little play area by Johnny's desk.
It takes a village, Vanessa.
Yeah,
We
don't
will
worry.
all
My
help.
village is tiny.
Well, we're all going to help. Don't you worry. We're going to raise this kid all together.
That's weird. All right, if you're still freaked out about getting in a Waymo, I wonder if this makes you feel better or worse. To know that the cars are actually driven a lot of times by dudes in the Philippines. Waymos, for the most part, are driven autonomously.
Why would
but-
that make us feel worse, Allie? That seems racist.
Well, no, not even the Philippines, but like somebody who's not there. Like, there's just some overseas person.
Right, remote driving the car.
Remote driving the vehicle. Does that make you more nervous than just a computer, right? So if the Waymo gets into a sticky situation, like there's an ambulance and it doesn't know how to pull over,
Right,
or
someone
it
takes
gets
over.
stuck at a school zone, yeah, they will patch in and get the Waymo out of that situation. And a lot of people are even more freaked out by that than the fact that the car had no driver to begin with. But I think not taking somebody overseas, hiring that one person in the city who knows all the side streets, like knows all the tricks, all the secrets about that city, and knows how to take you. Everyone knows that person.
Yeah, but some of those countries have like no stoplights and you drive like crazy. That'd be like the best driver.
That's true. I mean, I've been to a third world country where it just seems like the roads are completely suggestive. All the rules are out the window. I mean, there's like 6 people on one scooter. It's crazy.
No
out there.
accidents.
Yeah, and no one hits each other.
That
And
is-
even if they do, I think they just get back up and get back on their bikes.
It is unbelievable how it happens. Yeah, and I think that the more we can take human out of the equation, the better. You know me, I'm a big fan of our robot overlords, so I'm on board with it being completely robot. I know you have to have a human there to oversee things for now, at least.
I think it's just annoying if there's a roadblock like that.
Yeah, it sucks.
You know, like there was actually yesterday I was driving behind a Waymo, and I was going to go straight at this light, and there was
Finger blasting yourself while you drove behind it, or
and the Waymo just didn't acknowledge. No, there was a person that was like kind of in the left lane, but there was room to get by them, you know, and go through to the stoplight, but they wouldn't do it because they were so afraid because it was a Waymo. It was like, well, I can't go. There's a car in front of me. It's like, just go around them. And I had missed the light because this stupid idiot Waymo wouldn't just go around that person in the left lane.
Yeah.
So there are annoying parts where I'm like, God, come on, guy in the Philippines, get through this.
You can make this happen. We have faith in you. All right, caller 20 right now. Let's go ahead and give you something to get excited about. Get your name on a standby boarding list if you are the 20th caller. The number, I'll say it slowly so you have a chance to dial, 800-520-1067.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your KROQ just after 9 o'clock on a Wednesday. Some weather in Southern California for a rare change. Not much, but something. We got lots to get to this hour. Kick things off by getting you on the standby boarding list so we can send you to Mexico City for Royel Otis. And we will do that in a moment. Then we'll get into some Valentine's Day card redos. The jokes inside the cards, not great. We'll try to make them better with your help.
Well, my mom was the one who found the best Valentine's Day card ever, and it was a birthday card originally.
Very sexual card, if I remember correctly.
About candles getting blown.
Candles aren't the only thing getting blown today.
Mm-hmm.
According to Allie's mom, she is the throat goat, the one and only.
I wonder if she has a recommendation for a Valentine's Day card.
I bet she does, and I bet you it's all just treat the shaft like the envelope. I bet you that's going to be her advice.
All throat, no teeth.
That's good advice. Not much of a card, but that's good advice. How would you like to go see this band?
Do you have to let it linger? Ice in the pocket. I said for lunch, hot goes a bitch when she's moody. I don't think you can take much more. How's your boyfriend now? You're so f***ing gorgeous. It's right on the dance floor.
If your name is Sven and you are listening to us in Glendale right now, hello, Sven.
Yo, it's Savon. Hell yeah, dude.
All right.
Your name isn't Sven.
Well, Savon, welcome to KROQ. You are the 20th caller. We're adding your name, the right name, not the one I said, to a standby boarding list. And if we call you back, I'll get your name right the next time, and we'll tell you to pack your bags. You're going to Mexico City, all right?
Dope, dude. Thank you.
Thank you for starting your day with us here at KROQ. Hold on one second. That is Sven.
Nope.
Savon.
There you go.
That's right. I am an idiot savant. Just like that. Use it in a sentence, right? Much to get into this hour, but in a second we will tell you why you should not use an ATM until you hear this roundup of bamboozled. There are so many ATM scams happening in Southern California at this exact moment. So if you're planning on stopping to take out cash, do not do it until you have to hear what we tell you next on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
K-Rock.
Scams all over the place. I know because I fall for some of them. And we got a roundup of some bamboozlings going on in and around Southern California right now, specifically involving ATMs and why you should be very careful when using an ATM at all to go get some money out, because there are criminals and they are looking for you, and there's a couple different ways they're doing it. It's time for Bamboozled.
Bamboozled. A lot of people fall for the scam, and now they're just like, damn. Take your money, sucker, because you didn't know it was all a sham. And now you're just like, damn.
Two very different ATM scams to be on the lookout for. So the next time you go to take out money, and I feel like I still do that move where when I walk up to the ATM, I kind of look over the shoulder a few different times, feel like maybe there's someone. I mean, that's an easy way to do it, right? It's just wait for someone old school style. Wait for them to go to the ATM.
Well,
as soon as they turn around, boom.
Yeah, you just
Brick
look
to the
at their
face.
PIN number or take their card or
Take
whatever.
their card, take their money, jugging, which is where you follow them to the car and then take the money later.
I think some of the banks tried to eliminate that with the little room. They have like a little, you put your card in, you have to go inside a little room where it's like other people that also are with that bank. But I think it's pretty easy, and half of them are broken.
They just wait outside that room.
Yeah.
As soon as they come out of the room, they got the money.
Yeah, exactly. But I wonder if any of it takes place with like drive-through ATMs.
Well, I'm sure some of it does, too, because you can just follow people. That's the problem with ATM. It's like if someone's leaving an ATM, they probably have money on them. They have cash. They have untraceable cash. That's why ATMs should be disguised as not ATMs altogether. That's the biggest issue with ATMs.
What would you disguise them as?
Anything. A vending machine, a snack machine. I mean, there's a million ways.
Then they get robbed for your snacks.
Both of your answers were snack machine.
That's right. I have two hypotheticals, and they're both snack machines.
Snack machine or a vending machine.
I mean,
or maybe a snack machine.
If you see someone go to an ATM, you know they're taking out money. If they're at a snack machine, they could be taking out Doritos.
Just every front is a snack.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's pretty clear. They put ATM. Everywhere there's an ATM, it's giant lights. ATM. It's like a bat signal for criminals.
Well, I'm never there because I have such a cheap checking account that I have to get charged every time I use an ATM.
Here's the first scam that's going on.
Deputies say the same team of thieves tricked more than a dozen people in an ATM distraction scam. This video was captured outside a bank in Villa Park back in November. Investigators say the men on the top and right of your screen worked together to distract the 66-year-old victim and steal his bank card. One man drops cash onto the floor, asking the victim to pick it up. While he's distracted, the other man leans over and grabs the victim's card, replacing it with a fake one. Investigators say an SUV seen nearby helped them link the suspects to thefts in Orange, San Bernardino, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Sacramento counties. 3 Romanian nationals are now in custody facing charges.
So think about that, though, for a second, because they were able to do it multiple times successfully. You drop
in so many different cities.
Drop some money by on the floor. Oh, she helped me pick up that money as soon as.
So they must have. If you just are an idiot who drops money, why can't you pick that up yourself? There must be something where, like, oh, my hands are full with grocery, or there's like some kind.
The snacks.
I've got all these snacks from the vending machine.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. So that's one right there. So if anyone asks you to help them pick up their cash, there's a good chance that someone else is going to potentially take your card out and then swap it. I mean, that's the part that's interesting. They take your card, then they put it in a different one. It spits out a different card. You don't even look at it.
Like a decoy card?
That's those guys, impressive scam, to say the very least. And then there's this one now, which is happening exactly this time of year.
With Lunar New Year 1 week away, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office is reminding the public to stay vigilant when visiting banks and ATMs.
Lunar New Year is the holiday to give cash to people in the red envelopes.
Oh, those tiny red envelopes.
And if you ever get a red envelope, don't throw it out. It's probably got cash inside of it because people love to celebrate prosperity. But this is why this is a time of year specifically where people are looking for you at ATMs.
Makashare, good evening. And part of the Lunar New Year celebrations involve giving away large sums of cash and red envelopes that look like this. A terrifying moment for this elderly woman dragged across a parking lot for her purse. The thieves now serving years in prison.
And where we see that you want to engage in these types of crimes, you will be caught.
The LA County DA, flanked by several members of area law enforcement, are on high alert for crimes like this. As the Lunar New...
That's the band Jake likes right there. That's the band. He's trying to get weather to play. This is Slomosa.
As the Lunar New Year celebrations get underway.
Unfortunately, we have seen incidences where criminals attempt to exploit this period by targeting people they believe may be carrying large amounts of cash after leaving banks.
Part of the tradition involves withdrawing large sums of money from.
Well, what a tradition, by the way. I need to have more people that celebrate the Lunar New Year. Only one time did anyone ever give me a red envelope with cash in it.
It's great because I went to a school that had a very high Asian population, and there was a bunch of red envelopes around Lunar New Year, and I would get them as a classmate, which was pretty amazing.
And money in it?
Yeah, it always had money in it. It was pretty great, which I think now would be illegal in classroom settings, but still, it was awesome.
It still happens. My girls get them from time to time.
Yeah. I think it would be anywhere from $5 to $20 when you're a kid, which is pretty good. But I mean,
that much?
Yeah.
Well, my kids are just getting $1. That's it. Wow.
Oh, you got to get better friends.
When I got the first time Quincy Jones ever invited me up to his house, he was having, I didn't even know it was for a Lunar New Year party, and they handed me a red envelope, which I didn't even open. I just put it in my pocket because I didn't know what it was. I got home later.
You thought it was Molly?
$500 in there.
Whoa!
$500. It was
Man, red
amazing.
envelopes are the best.
Red envelopes are the best, but if you're a criminal and you see a red envelope, you also know. Like, that's why you don't want to go to an ATM with a stack of red envelopes on you, because people just know you're going to be taking out tons of cash.
Banks and handing cash and red envelopes to family and friends.
As we celebrate prosperity, we also must protect it. Today, fraud and scams have become more sophisticated than ever.
Law enforcement is partnering with...
My idea is we replace the red envelopes with bags of snacks. And people won't know.
Now
People
you're
won't know
thinking.
what's in there. This guy's just handing out bags of red Doritos.
I would say also you could do Valentine's Day cards, the decoy. Those are the worst red cards.
Those are the worst. Nothing in there.
It's just a heartfelt message.
Stupid poem. Nothing.
Banking institutions, including East West Bank, well known in the Asian community.
So anyway, they're saying right now a couple of ATM things to be on the lookout for if you don't want to get your money taken from you after you take it out of the ATM, and avoid the red envelopes. If they see them, they're probably going to track you to the ATM because they know this is the
Can we leave old people alone?
I agree.
They're just getting cash out and doing their little things, okay? They run like 2 errands a day and they're happy with it. Just let them live their old people life.
I know. It's a terrible thing, but also, Allie, easy money, right?
Oh, yeah.
Quick break, back in a moment. Speaking of red envelopes, we've got some Valentine's Day greeting cards you could be buying at a convenience store. They're unfunny, very unfunny. We're going to try to figure out exactly how bad the jokes are and make them even better, and we'll do that next on KROQ.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 5. Grab tacos at midnight. Drink something neon. Accidentally summon something with an Aztec death whistle. Oops, when you see Royel Otis in Mexico City. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Interscope Capital.
Hey, this is Roy. This is Otis. We're Royal Otis. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
Romance is in the air. Go right from football to romance, and perhaps, if you haven't already, gone to get yourself a greeting card at a CVS or a Walgreens or anywhere else.
Where love blooms.
This is the obligation this time of year, even if you're running in there morning of the 14th, which is on Saturday, going, what do you have left? And then you end up getting something in Spanish because that's all you could find, or
you do blank inside.
Go with blank inside, even find a different holiday altogether and cross out and write Valentine's. It happens. But these cards are terrible for a million reasons. A, they're not cheap anymore, like $6, $7 sometimes for a card.
And then a lot of times there's nothing in it.
And they've also figured out a way to really get you, because not only are you okay just getting one Valentine's Day card for your girlfriend, wife, whatever, but they'll say card from the dog, card from the kids, card from the mailman.
I think you should just do one. If you're in a partnership, just do that for your partner. I don't think we need to. My mom still gets me Valentine's Day. I'm like, yeah, we don't have to do this. I don't need to get my mom a Valentine's Day card.
We have a shoebox that's full of these things over the years, and I realized that I have either given or received the same card at least 6 or 7 times. That's the other problem.
Isn't it signed? Oh, you're just saying like you're finding the same exact card layer.
They don't even update them so much, like every once in a while, but they're still the classics. They're still putting them out there every year, and some suckers are forgetful idiots and going and buying the same. Well, this says what I'm trying to say, I guess. I'll give that one.
That just shows that you're so predictable.
Predictable. I like the poetry where it's got the sexual innuendos. Those are good. So we've got some cards here, and this is called the Greeting Card Remix, where we read you the outside, describe the card, read you the outside, then you have to predict what terrible joke is waiting on the inside of the card. And maybe we can come up with a better one, because I do think that the worst joke writers in the world either work for Fallon or they work for the greeting card industry.
And usually this ends up resulting in a highly inappropriate joke being made as a result of a Valentine's Day card that then Jake illustrates that you can download and give to your significant other.
This first card is a banana with a face on it, and it is spooning another banana. So it's two bananas. They're technically connected like, like one of those bunches of bananas that has two. But, Allie, it's the one banana has a smiley face, and it is spooning the other banana. And the first banana, I should point out, is half unpeeled, and the second one is fully peeled.
Does that mean naked in the banana mural?
I don't know what that means, but there is a terrible joke that goes with all of this. It's not just the two bananas spooning, but that is what the front of the card looks like. Once again, it's a half-naked banana spooning a fully peeled, clothed banana.
Sexually explicit banana.
Yeah, and it looks like they're kind of doing it. I mean, it almost looks like they're doing it from behind.
Or they just finished.
I say spooning, but it really kind of looks like if bananas were to go, standing doggy is what it looks like, kind of.
Any other thoughts?
That's all I got on that one.
It sounds like you're getting a little hot and bothered.
I'm a little turned on right now.
Is this the card that ends up in your shoebox every year?
That's the one.
Okay, so I think you open up the banana split card and it says, time for us to split.
Oh, it's a breakup card.
Yeah.
Time for us to split.
Happy Valentine's Day. This will be your last.
It's interesting you say that because the one banana that is from behind is smiling, but the banana that's taken it does not have a smile on, like has a serious face.
Usually that's the case.
So.
Usually picturing someone else.
Yeah, I guess. So once
they
again,
should have a little thought cloud of Sydney Sweeney
for
that one.
Sydney Sweeney has banana.
Yeah.
All right, so two bananas. What do you believe the joke is with this Valentine's Day card, Omar?
I'm going to go with something to the effect of you have hug appeal. Happy Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Something stupid like that.
Oh, that's real bad.
Pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But Omar usually gets these right because it's such a non-joke joke.
Yes.
Like hug appeal. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just stupid enough to work.
But somehow they approved it and they said print 1 million of them. These will sell like crazy because people have no standards and they just need to get a card. All right, Jake, once again, this is a banana hugging another banana from behind. Maybe doing it. Can't really tell.
Look closer.
I don't see any insertion. But what do you think? What do you think it is that they're saying in the joke?
I think it's going to say, "You make me want to peel my clothes off."
Oh, something sexual.
All right. Well,
banana peel.
No one. Thank you, Jake. No one got it exactly right, but you guys are at least getting better at thinking the way the card writers think. Because what the joke actually is, and it's a worse version of all the ones you said. It says, "I have peelings for you."
Oh, my God.
Hug appeal was worse.
Hug appeal was worse.
I don't think hug appeal's worse than that. "I have peelings for you" is terrible. That's terrible.
Peelings makes no
It's like a terrible joke.
562 said no one can split us apart. That is 10 times better than what they came up with.
That's my point. There's 1 million ones you could come up with that would be better. And
you don't
also,
even have to change the word. Appealing. No one can split it. Like, you have to change an entire word to peelings.
And also, the way it's written now on the card, it actually looks like "I have P/lings." It's they messed up the spacing of the letters.
Oh, no.
So it almost looks like some sort of a weird golden
they have an
shower
STD.
card. Yeah.
Peelings.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing. All right, well, that's the first card. And that one you could purchase, by the way. That one's not a cheap card, but you could get it if you wanted to go buy a crappy card that would make no one happy.
How much money do you think the person who wrote that joke is making?
God, I hope nothing. I mean, the answer is probably something.
Do you think they just write like 50,000 jokes?
Jake, how much are you making?
Jake, what'd you get to make?
Well, see, this is going to be my side hustle.
Right.
I wanted to do a side hustle for my New Year's resolution, but Klein
You should do it.
The next card we share with you. Now, this one is a much more relatable situation because here we have two raccoons in a dumpster.
Oh.
And one of the raccoons is holding up a heart. Chocolate heart, could be feces, I don't know, with the other raccoon. They're in the dumpster together. The dumpster is green. It has a graffiti heart on it. And it says on the front of the card, "You stole my heart." Now, on the inside, there is a different message in there, so you have to figure out what it is. Once again, this is the Valentine's Day card you could be buying as well if this sums up your relationship.
I'm going to go break up again.
Okay.
You stole my heart, but now you are being dumpster.
You are being dumpster. So it's a dumpster joke. Once again, greeting card joke writers are the worst.
This relationship is a dumpster fire.
Okay, there's a lot of ways you could go with it, but these raccoons seem happy as far as trash pandas can seem happy. And what do you believe the joke is, Jake, inside of the greeting card?
Says, your heart is garbage, but I'm a hoarder, so it's working out.
Okay.
It's a little wordy.
It's very specific for you.
That really... that is a very personalized card. All right, Omar, what do you believe is the message inside of this card? Once again, these are actual cards you could be buying this Valentine's Day.
You know they love the wordplay, and they try to shoehorn the wordplay even if it doesn't fit. So I think it's going to say something like...
Time for a rappoon?
No.
It's the same. I've got peelings for you.
It's the same.
I raccoonize my love for you.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Raccoonize. That sounds racist.
Does. I raccoonize my love for you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
God, I hate to say this, guys, but all of your guesses were better than the actual joke inside the card, which, once again, it's two raccoons in a dumpster. You stole my heart on the front, and when you open it, it says, feel free to keep it forever. Happy Valentine's Day.
Wait, you stole my heart. Feel free to keep it forever?
Yep.
What if you say no, thank you?
Oh, because raccoons, they look like those old-timey thieves.
Is that why?
Is that why? I'm guessing.
I don't know, dude.
The couple will have to have this discussion once the card is open.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I have a lot more questions than answers. What are we doing here with the raccoon card?
Finally, we'll end it with this one. This is the greeting card remix. These are actual cards you could spend real money on. That card is a $6.99 card, almost $7 for that one. You'd be better off just giving them a raccoon. Capture your own raccoon in the dumpster. Hand it over.
Oh, cute.
They're being apparently there's going to start being our animal pets in the next 100 years.
They are cute.
All right, this one is 2 pieces of cheese, and they are kissing. No, scratch that. They are snuggling, and it appears to be a wheel of cheese with eyelashes. That must be the lady cheese, and then there's a man cheese.
Why have we decided that that's what makes a lady? It's like a skirt on a bathroom or eyelashes on a face.
Yeah. She's the eyelash.
Those are the 2 indicators.
She's a wheel of cheese with eyelashes, and then there's the man cheese, who's just kind of a wedge. He's also smiling. And then there's, of course, there's no words on the front, but just a terrible joke on the inside.
Any insertion going on this one?
No insertion.
Closer.
No, there's no insertion, but they are definitely very close together. I mean, she's really leaning in. I mean, for something.
I like you really over-explaining these cards.
I'm just trying
what else are you noticing?
I'm just
romantic novel.
Just trying to paint the picture here, okay? You buy the cheese card, Allie. What do you believe the stupid joke is when you open it up?
Oh, it's going to be something like, you melt my heart. Thanks for being a Gouda husband. Something like that.
All of those.
Sorry for the cheesy card.
Okay, that seems like a fair guess. Jake, it's once again a lady wheel of cheese with eyelashes getting really close and intimate with a giant man wedge of cheese.
I was going to say something like, I hope this isn't cheesy, but I hope you'll brie mine.
Oh, that's just bad enough to work.
Yeah.
I hope you'll brie mine. All right. Omar, any guesses here?
I think it's going to be a little cleaner than the rest. I think it's just going to say, I cheese you.
Oh, my God. Like instead of choose?
Instead of choose, yeah.
So they really do expect.
It's crazy that there are so many puns, and they go away from all of them and just make up a word.
Yeah. In this particular case, the lady cheese, who is getting very thirsty for that man cheese, says, Will
yeah, dude, what is happening?
Do you need to have sex or something? Do you need a minute?
This is. It's about the cheese more than the sex, guys. I'm really craving cheese right now. It says, "Will you brie my Valentine?"
Wow, good job, Jake.
So there you have it. The first round of terrible, just terrible Valentine's Day greeting cards that someone was paid money to do, and they approved all these and printed millions of them. And then we're forced to go to the store and buy them and then hand them to people and then hope that they react in the same way that we all did around here. Just terrible.
Just awful.
It's KROQ, we're Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Heated discussion on yesterday's show about the best smell, and Allie is very excited because she currently still has new car smell in a new car, and a lot of people had thoughts about it. There's a video up on our Instagram, Klein Alley Show. You can see all of the many comments about people arguing over what is best smell and saying that we left off some obvious ones like Fruity Pebbles, and that is a great smell.
That's a good one, and puppies.
And then there was this.
Hey guys, just calling. I was listening to yesterday's podcast in regards to the best smells. First of all, Allie is right. The new car smell is the best smell ever. Second, the reason why the cars smell so good is because the cars sit on the dealership lot with the windows up, and the smell of like the leather and the interior and the headliner kind of just locks in. And as people start driving them after they buy them, they put the windows down, the smell starts getting out, and then, you know, like natural body smells, it spills food, and that's kind of like how the smell stays in there. I work at a dealership, so I kind of like smell these things every day. But yeah, sweet tippets, guys. Love the show. Bye.
A lot of people let us know that the new car smell that we're really smelling is some sort of glue. The glue
I've
is...
heard that before, yeah.
That
so
is...
fumes, I looked it up yesterday. It's the fumes from the plastic when they were like making the car and stuff.
Yeah,
yummy plastic
that's
fumes.
the smell. So I know that the whole world is trying to, cut our plastics out, and we got too much microplastics in our
Dude,
body.
but
But turns out that is...
Let's get some of that glue and put it in a bottle and sell it.
I agree.
Right?
Huff it.
It seems like if that's what it is, why do we keep trying to recreate the smell using let's just get the glue.
Yeah.
Let's just find the glue and the plastic and do that. But I think he's saying the reason, because he worked in a dealership, is that it's all sealed. And when it's sealed,
Yeah,
it
and
locks
it's
in
only
that smell.
viable in that environment where the windows are up and it's sitting on a lot. So how do you recreate that? It's its own thing. You can't make that into a candle or, you can't bottle that.
That's why they've tried. That's why it's the only way to get it authentically is what you have, which is new car smell. And we did think of a few options to get rid of Allie's new car smell, including Jake going in there and taking a nap.
Soak it up, dude.
We were going to. My dog rolled around in some skunk feces the other day, I believe. He smells terrible. I'd love to put him in your car. We talked about picking up some bums from Wilshire Boulevard, letting them go for a ride in your car.
That's enough.
We have a lot of options as to how to best get rid of Allie's new car smell. But you can pick which one you
Look,
want.
I can do it myself. All right. I don't need your help.
I believe that is what you were put on this earth to do. When we get back, your news and then another spot on the standby boarding list so you can travel to Mexico City and see Royel Otis in 15 minutes.
It's Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. Mornings. Come on.
KROQ.
Hey. Your Klein Alley Show, lots to give you this morning, and thanks for hanging out with us. Even if you're listening by accident or you're too lazy to change the station, we'll still take you. We will accept you. You came from another morning show because they failed you over the years. They stopped trying. They stopped putting in the effort. Or you just realized, even though you heard a lot of laughing, it wasn't funny at all. That's okay. You've come to your new place. In fact, someone pointing out, Allie, that we are being ripped off again across the street, which seems to be a theme now. Stuff that people heard first on our show, and then they're hearing watered-down versions of it elsewhere. It's a week doesn't go by that we don't get tip-offs of this happening.
Hey, Klein Alley Show. Sweet Dibbits. I love you guys. I just wanted to say, every now and then I'll tune in to the other show, their morning show, every now and then, okay? Not every single day by any means, because I've realized, I've established to myself, the best morning show is hands down Klein Alley Show on KROQ. And I'm talking about in the country, in my opinion, because I listen to other ones in Florida and other states.
Well, that guy's got to get a life. He's just scanning radio stations around the country.
I'm sorry for you, sir.
It's an honor that you've decided we're the best show, including shows in Florida. Thank you for saying that. That was our biggest competition.
Are plenty. There's podcasts. There's internet. There's every streaming service.
Right.
A lot of entertainment options.
There's 5 billion shows and 20 million podcasts that probably are launching today.
Don't tell him this.
But thank you, sir, for
He just
discovering
thinks there's only radio.
discovering us against other shows in other states.
And Klein Alley Show, you guys are the best. But I wanted to tell you guys, I was thinking about this disgusting segment that I heard on another show, an LA morning show on another station. They straight up copied your segment, The Box of Shame. They literally copied it. It was literally like, all right, guys, we have this box of secrets that different members of our...
That's clever. Box of secrets. It's
a better name.
Better name. We stuck with the box of shame, doing it for years.
It's more on the nose.
Box of secrets is a better way to put it. And let me guess how it goes, because how we do it is we all write down our deepest, darkest, most shameful secrets. That's what we say, and then we pull them out, and that person then has to defend their secrets in the box of shame. It's only been happening here for, 3-4 years.
Team have submitted, and we're going to pull them, and you're going to guess whose secret this is. And, bro, it was literally exactly the same segment. I just couldn't believe it. And I'm just really pissed off. I'm driving back home from this Laker game. I'm disappointed from this loss. And I'm disappointed from this cheating that's going on from other LA radio stations. It really disappoints me. You guys are the best. You guys have the ideas. And you guys are running around here. All right, I love you guys. Sweet
Well, thank you for the kind words, and we will not say which.
L&K, you really need to stop it.
It's not L&K.
What?
It's me again.
It could be. It could be anyone at all. But
Big Boy.
It's not. It's the same.
JoJo on the radio. JoJo on the radio.
The same culprit that steals everything we do on the show.
Oh, that Valentine. He's an asshole.
It's not Valentine either.
El Cucuy?
He is
El
an asshole.
Cucuy.
That's who it is. You got it. Let's get into your news now. You can hear it here first or hear it elsewhere later. Here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Couple more scandals in the Olympics to talk about. We're not going to talk about the political scandals because those are a dime a dozen these days. Let's talk about the cheating scandal. Norway won another medal. Surprise, surprise. This is not about cheating during the games, by the way.
By the way, those Norway people, oh my God,
Yeah.
dude. They're like above and beyond everybody else.
They're
They
going to
are
win everything.
insane.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, when you're raised in an environment where, cold
It's
conditions and
crazy to
snow.
watch, though.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are these people built of?
They should only be able to submit children for the Olympics. Like, it should be Norwegian children versus
on a
adults
curve.
from other countries, because I still think they would probably medal out.
Or they just
Probably.
don't give them any... What?
Jake, you're just talking over all of us with dumb things again. Can you stop, please, for the love of Christ?
I'm not going to say anything because I'm the mean one.
Right.
Anyway, let's talk about how Norway won a medal in the cross-country skiing while shooting at those targets thing that we talked about yesterday.
Great sport.
This guy won bronze, but in the post-win interview, he admitted that he was having a really hard time lately because he cheated on his girlfriend. He said, 3 months ago, I made the mistake of my life and cheated on her, and I told her about a week ago, and this has been the worst week of my life.
How would he tell her that right before the Olympics?
I know.
That's crazy.
But then he told her, this is such a Valentine's Day love story because now they asked him about it again in another interview, and this is what he said.
Oh, my God. That's what he said. That's terrible.
All right, well, more Norway competition going away, thankfully, right?
Okay. Get rid of the good people.
Why isn't this working?
The reactions from the girl that I mentioned, I'm happy because then maybe she hasn't seen it. Maybe she will see it at the right time. I hope I don't make anything worse for her, but maybe it can help. I hope there's a happy ending in the end, so we will see.
So he's like, I don't think she's seen my interview talking about her. I don't know if I made things worse by talking about it.
Listen,
but if
Bronze,
she's watching this...
if you would have got a gold, maybe there was a chance, but you're bronze, man. Give it up.
She's moving on now.
Absolutely.
I broke up with my bronze medal cross-country skier boyfriend who cheated on me.
Right. Yep.
Totally makes sense.
Of course.
I mean, you're going to date gold medal material after you've been cheated on like that.
You never hear the term bronze digger, okay? You don't hear that.
She married me for my bronze medal? No. So then there's the ice scandal. It's not that kind of ice. It's actual ice. These 3 different athletes have crashed on the exact same corner during the short track speed skating competitions at the Olympics, and this also affected Team USA. They ended up getting 4th, so that's even worse than a bronze. You get a whole lot of nothing there. But everyone is wiping out in the same place, and it's creating this concern about the conditions, and this is also the first Winter Olympics where skaters are not able to warm up on the ice before their race. So they're just skating blind, not knowing what the hell to expect.
Well, they got
and they're all wiping out.
a Zamboni that corner. I don't know what it is, but there's that one area
That's
where
the answer.
they're all going down. But I'm telling you, I've seen
That or
it.
hairdryer.
Yeah, Zamboni. You got Zamboni. I've seen it.
Well, it's
Allie.
funny because leaf blowers are the solution for I think it's the luge,
Yes.
where they all go down that thing, and then as soon as they go down it, all these leaf blower people are like, dry it off, dry it off.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy how that kind of stuff It doesn't need to advance. It's already
but
the answer.
There's clearly an issue, right? Because if every team and the best skaters in the world are all going down in the same spot,
yeah, and then can you argue, hey, I should have won. I would have won if it hadn't been for that one weird curve. And if I had even had one lap around to figure that curve out, my whole career would be different.
That's exactly how the movie Cool Running started. Guys tripped a guy during the race to qualify for the Olympics.
And he couldn't feel the rhythm.
So
what was that?
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
Oh, boy.
Get on up, it's bobsled time.
Allie is offending all people.
No, Mom.
She is the meanest and the most racist on the show, by far.
All right, it was good while it lasted. We've been enjoying ChatGPT and other AI services for free for a couple of years, just to make sure that we're all hooked. And now they are incorporating ads, at least into ChatGPT. You'll start seeing some ads that come and creep in that are supposedly based on what you're asking about, but they won't show you ads for things like medical advice. So there's a little bit of standards there, but they also say they don't share the information about what you're asking about. I don't know how that's possible if they're going to give you targeted ads for certain things, but a lot of people are using ChatGPT to shop for, say, a new TV or a car. There's just examples of things that I've asked ChatGPT about recently, and they could just as easily be like, here's a great option for you. And it's a sponsored ad.
You don't know they're getting money on the back end, so you think they're giving you best. I need a good 3-row car that's got good gas mileage and safety rating, and they're giving you one that the company paid for them to go ahead and throw up top, and they're not even supposedly letting you know, hey, this was a paid placement.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're all used to now getting a bunch of stuff serviced to us. We just want to get the sense.
We just want to be able to filter it out
This
somehow.
has been paid for. Like we are paying to try to influence you.
That was sponsored.
Yeah, that's sponsored. And that ChatGPT is loud. That's very
we
chatty.
pay extra for that.
That is chatty GPT right there.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. 10 o'clock has officially come. We are Klein Alley Show. This is KROQ. A bonus hour can begin. We will be doing a bonus podcast today as well. It's called Klein Alley Showtime that will drop, I don't know, an hour after we get off the air, and there's a lot of profanity and swearing. Allie occasionally takes her pants off.
Well, sometimes the shirt as well.
Can be a good time.
Oh, he had her pull her panties over her head that one
She
time.
tried to pull her underwear over her head in the greatest party trick ever.
I got him up to my boobs.
Yeah, it was incredible, and that's all stuff that happens on the Klein Alley Showtime bonus podcast. Right now, though, looking for caller 20 at 800-520-1067 so we can get you on a standby boarding list to go to Mexico City and see Royel Otis. That's the trip we're giving away. It's destination number 5, KROQ's Mile High Club, and we need you and we need your name on this list right now. The same way that Allie's stepfather needs the throat goat. We need your name on this list so that we can go ahead and give away a trip. And we'll be sending you all over the world to see all of KROQ's greatest bands. And next up, it is Mexico City and you and Royel Otis. And we'll do that right now for caller 20.
It's kind of nice to know that we might be responsible for some really great hotel sex, not having to do with my mother at all.
I think that's an amazing thing that we can be a part of. That's why we're giving away this trip to Catalina Island as well for Valentine's Day.
I would love to talk to Steve and get his point of view on how things are going.
Nope, I think we're good.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Nope,
Right?
nope.
You
needs his medicine.
Hold on. You're Allie, you're refusing to let us talk to your stepdad
There's
number 3?
no need. I think it's too confusing.
No.
They've talked to my dad, the real one. and
Would you
then-
be opposed to letting the throat goat come in studio and join us for a Lie Day Friday?
No,
Why?
because she's busy. All right,
She is
retired
busy.
but busy.
She is very tired. Sounds
And
tired.
busy.
I said retired.
Oh, sounds tired. She's got that lockjaw.
No.
Well, anyway, we will figure out. Make a note of this, Vanessa. Don't let us forget this.
Don't make a note.
It's a good idea, and I think we'll have to get to the bottom of it, and we'll just have to book them without Allie's consent because
You guys are pervs if you want to keep taking this deep dive into my mother's sex life.
it's
Think about your own lives.
It's fascinating.
No.
And no one's more fascinated about it than you, and she loves it. She loves talking about it. He loves it. Everyone loves it,
No.
except you.
Well,
Everyone
of course. I'm her daughter. Of course I don't like talking about
Yeah,
it.
she's like a lovely woman. She's great.
She is a lovely woman. She's my best friend.
Yeah, I don't think she thinks that. Put her on the lie detector test. I bet you Allie's not even in her top 10.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Brenda.
Hey, let's go say hi to Jose from the 310 in Los Angeles. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning. How are you?
You are the 20th caller right now.
Thank you.
Hold on 1 second. Write your name on the standby boarding list. You're not the first Jose to go on there, but hopefully you're the one we call back next week. Tell you to pack your bags from Mexico City and Royal Otis. When we get back, Johnny doesn't know. If you'd like to play, call us now, 800-520-1067. It's the lightning round, one question, and you could win yourself some tickets to go to Monster Jam at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, February 22nd. If you get on the phones right now, 800-520-1067 on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. Let's give you some stuff and let Johnny drink a little bit more. Johnny is really running out of patience on the drinking. He would like to quit, but once again, none of us have actually officially quit our forced resolutions. And even though there's a lot of people all over the goat line have convinced that different people have lost already, and they're saying it's over. And
Hey guys, sweet dibs. I know there's a bit of commotion between Omar and Johnny, and who lost their forced resolution first. I think you guys just got to put it up to a zero vote at this point, because it's clearly between those two. My vote goes for Johnny losing it. First, because Omar's resolution is hilarious, but also, like, Johnny does not drink on the weekends. And even when he was drinking in the studio, he would only take, like, baby sips. He wouldn't even finish a full shot of whatever that he had. He's being a little bitch. So just make him run the LA Marathon, 26 miles for 2026.
That is one of the punishments we're talking about. The other one we talked about earlier today is when Jake finishes his giant pile of dirty laundry, that the loser would have to lay under Jake's dirty laundry for 1 hour with a snorkel on or something.
That's going to crush you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of disgusting right there. So I don't know what the punishment will be for whoever loses forced resolutions.
It's a lot of large tool shirts.
I spent a bunch of my day yesterday doing more cameos. I just keep doing these cameos, keep churning them out.
Have you made some money, though? Like, what's your money?
I think I'm in the hundreds of dollars.
Really?
I mean,
That's cool.
I got to look into it. I just keep trying. I don't even really. I just churn them out, whatever people ask for. And
You're not trying anymore?
No, I am trying. Everyone who's gotten one from me said they really appreciate it. I put a lot of effort into it, a lot of time.
Is it priced like $60?
$69, but it's a discount, and of that, I only get a small percentage.
Is the discount $60?
It's a $60 discount. But I'm saying, I mean, this side hustle's all over the place. I got another mystery box arriving this week, so I'll be going back on what again, and then
that's my favorite side hustle of
yeah,
yours.
well, there's a lot I've been doing. So we're all doing our stuff, and Allie is supposedly learning Spanish, but we're going to put her to the
yo
test.
practico español.
She's going to be doing a drive-through, I believe, in all Spanish. I think she's going to attempt to order at a taco, but maybe we send you over to our favorite, Del Taco. You try to do the drive-through in all Spanish over there.
Me gustaría un taco de pescado.
That's a great, that would be fun. It's a good way to test you. But yeah, a lot of people think Johnny's already lost, even though he claims it's been the worst month plus of his life because he keeps having to drink. So anyway, Johnny, we're going to get to your question in a moment, but you're drinking.
No me gusta la cerveza.
Drinking is continuing now. What do we have today for your beverage of choice? A lot of people have been sending us random drinks here, so I don't even know what we have now.
Yeah, it's something called a plum sake.
Plum Sake. All right.
Plum Sake.
I believe that is plum sake.
How can you tell?
Because there's no drink called sake.
Plum
That's
sake?
my first indication. But go
Plum
ahead.
Sake, let him talk.
What are you, a detective?
That was a funny one, Jake.
Plum Sake.
Plum Sake.
All right, John, whenever you're ready, Johnny, go ahead and have some of that Plum Sake. And throw it down. And this is Johnny not being a little bitch. He's continuing to drink because that's his forced resolution. And Johnny
is drinking when we ask him
Yeah,
to
he's
drink.
drinking. He doesn't drink a lot, but not a drinker.
It tastes like fruit. It tastes like plum, and I hate plum.
Who would have seen that coming?
Yeah, this is disgusting.
You're not a fan?
No, I hate this one. This
All
one's
right.
trash.
So bad because I think people are sending us like their brands to try, and then Johnny hates them all. But he's not really a good gauge of what's good and what's not
not
good.
at all.
Can you taste the sake?
I didn't taste the sake at all. Maybe that's the sake of this bottle is why it's trash.
You taste the plum, though.
It's all plum, and I hate plums.
Johnny, we're going to get into a round of Johnny Doesn't Know right now. One listener gets a chance to figure out if you will know the answer to a very easy question. So here we go.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, categories today. You get to pick your category. Could include anaphylactic shock, reptiles of the Galapagos Islands, North Korean dictators, or your final category just called easy peasy. Which category would you like to take a shot at? One question will stand between a listener and winning a prize, and all you need to do is answer, and they'll just predict will you know or not know the answer.
Two things. May I go for easy pleasy, and then may I please have a bite of that chocolate bar that you have by your desk, because I need to cleanse my palate. That Plum Sake was god-awful terrible.
I don't have a chocolate bar, Johnny. I don't know what you're looking at.
You have no snacks or anything over there?
Nope.
I thought Vanessa has some Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah,
Vanessa, let me get one really quick.
Oh my God. Is going ham on Sour Patch Kids.
Can I bust that open?
Yeah.
Okay,
Armando, Johnny's going to eat a chocolate reindeer or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is disgusting.
Sitting around here since the holidays. Hey, Armando, welcome. Sweet Tips listening right now. Johnny's enjoying some antlers to wash down his sake.
There's gummy bears inside of this one.
There really?
Yeah, you guys want them?
Wow, surprise gummy bears. All right, here we go, Johnny. Here's your question in the category of easy peasy. And all you have to do, Armando, is predict will Johnny know or not know the answer to this very easy question. If you're right, tickets are yours for Monster Jam. If you're wrong, we'll give those tickets to someone who's just listening to KROQ right now. Johnny.
Yes.
Please display the fraction 3/4 as a decibel. Can Johnny do this, yes or no?
Oh, man. I got faith in him today. He's going to know.
Please display the fraction 3/4 as a decimal.
Oh.
Hold on. He says yes. Armando, you say yes?
Yes, he'll know.
He'll know. Okay. He says you will know.
0.75%. 3/4. 3/4, 3/4. I knew that one.
Hold on, Johnny. Hold on. You're saying a lot of stuff right now. He says you will know. The question is, once again, please display the fraction 3/4 as a decimal.
Damn.
Well, now you asked it again. You stumped me.
Yeah. Damn,
so think about what you're saying and then display it, which means you have to write it down.
Okay.
Display it as a decimal.
Okay. May I get a pen and paper, please, Allison?
Sure.
Thank
There you go.
He says you will know. Armando says you will know. He feels good about this.
Okay. 3 out of 4. So that's 3 with a line through it and the 4.
Mm-hmm. That's the fraction.
And you want it converted into a decimal. So we're going to go, that's 3/4. So I'd go 0.75%. Kind of like that. That's 75%.
All right, I don't know why he's adding the percent to it.
Also that...
I'm sorry. 0.75 decimal.
Where are you putting the point there?
Between the 0 and the 7. 0.75.
Allie, can we accept that? He's now written the word decimal next to the
well, he definitely spelled decimal wrong.
I forgot the L.
Hold on. Johnny
There we go.
Johnny is doing this.
Percentage symbol was also very off.
Very off.
But I think technically he's correct.
Johnny, congratulations.
Yes.
Apparently, Plum Sake is your genius juice today. Armando, hang tight. We've got tickets for you now to go to Monster Jam. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
All right, a lot of people. I was surprised that we should have gone with this other. Johnny, do you know? This was going to be your backup question if we didn't go that one. Do you know what the www stands for when you go to any website?
World Wide Web.
Oh, okay. So Johnny would have known both today.
I grew up with the internet.
We get a lot of people send us questions for Johnny Doesn't Know, and we try to incorporate them when we can or when we're too lazy to come up with our own. So keep sending them to us. And Johnny today got a perfect score. Quick break. We're back with Man vs. Machine romance next. A lot of people are turning to AI to help them plan Valentine's Day. You do not want to plan anything else until you hear what we have to say versus the robots. It is humanity trying to survive the robot takeover, and that is next.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 5. Grab tacos at midnight. Drink something neon. Accidentally summon something with an Aztec death whistle. Oops, when you see Royel Otis in Mexico City. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Interscope Capital.
Hey, this is Roy. This is Otis. We're Royal Otis. Keep it on KROQ to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
Hey,
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Would you be mad if you received like a really nice card that was filled out with a nice handwritten message, and you're like, "Wow, they're saying all the right things, they're making me feel so special," and then you found out after the fact that the entire message was put together by AI?
Yeah, I would be.
You would be upset about that.
I would be. I would be frustrated, especially because my wife is a note writer.
Right.
She writes like in the card, fills up the card kind of person, and I'd at this point be offended if she was using ChatGPT to help.
So when I open a card and there's like more than just the person's name, I'm so annoyed because I'm like, I got to read this now too.
Well, and they watch you read it.
Yeah.
And then you
even a Valentine's Day card from your kids?
Well, I mean, that they don't know many words, so it'd be like,
Still? Aren't they like 10?
They've picked up a few over the years, but
You've been homeschooled.
It's time for Man vs. Machine to figure out if us humans stand a chance against AI, because everyone is now turning to AI to help plan their Valentine's Day and make it extra special. So let's see if us humans have a chance. We ask the same questions that we will be asking to actual humans, bleeding real blood against robots. And the first question is going to be for DJ Omar Khan.
Yes, sir.
As a human.
Yep.
And the question is, because it does seem like people that are not actually good chefs or cooks do try occasionally on Valentine's Day to maybe make a romantic homemade meal. So what advice as a human would you give to someone who wants to try to impress their date by doing a homemade meal but has zero ability to cook, doesn't know how to make anything?
If you have zero ability to cook, the internet's going to be your best friend. First of all, you're going to make sure that your kitchen is prepared with serving dishes, right? And an oven. Those are the two things you definitely need, and some, fancy, silverware and, dishes that you're going to serve everything on. Make sure your date does not enter the kitchen when you are doing this, but you're going to hop on omahasteaks.com, baby. Because that food is idiot-proof. They have all the instructions down to a T. Everything, you could stuff it in the oven and just follow the directions, my friend, and they're going to think you are a gourmet chef.
Okay, so Omar says you order one of these, like, kits from Omaha,
things.
Whatever. You make it, but
have you guys had these things?
No.
They are amazing.
Really?
Oh, they taste great. And you could also order desserts that, they're
Cool.
And it's meant for people that don't know how to cook anything. So they give you like step by step, like turn oven on, pull pan out, like all that stuff. Right?
Yeah, all that.
Okay,
stuff,
Omar says that's the way to do it. Let's find out what the robot says. You want to impress your date with a homemade meal, but you have zero cooking experience.
Cooking a romantic meal with no cooking skills is possible. Here is the best way to hack the system. Buy pre-made and do a heat and plate. Trader Joe's or Whole Foods fresh pasta and add garlic plus cream. Light a candle and make a playlist, and voila. She'll think you can cook. You can't. It doesn't matter.
There you go. So they're saying it's
I think Omar's answer is better than that.
I think Omar's does feel like it was a little more homemade, even though technically it was kind of frozen and sent to you. You just heated it up. That one at least feels like more effort.
You're going to trick the other person to thinking you're Ramsay or Fieri or whatever.
Right.
Those are the two.
Those are the two
or
big
another
ones.
chef.
Right.
I could have gone with Wolfgang.
I thought
but
you were
it
Guy
didn't come up
Fieri.
with
You
that.
disappointed me.
You're not Guy Fieri? Oh, no. I guess I'll go back to the Burbank Airport for my fix of Guy Fieri's food. All right, so Omar's wins that round. 1 point humans. The robot says what I would have expected, which is go get one of those kind of like
half-made
things. So you're kind of just heating and plating.
Those
so
are always trash, though. They're not great.
You're putting an effort, but I think, Omaha Steak's probably better, slightly better, more romantic than a pre-made pasta from Trader Joe's.
I also think just dish-wise, steak dinner looked like more effort was put into it than a pasta thing.
Yeah.
And then you're too full for sex, maybe.
With the pasta. That's a good point. Whereas the steak, you're all proteined up and ready to slam.
You're raging.
All right, we go to question 2 now. 1 point human. Finally, human on the board. This is big. Allie. Actually, let's go to Jake for this one. I think it's a better one for Jake. Jake, let's say you're trying to last longer in bed. You really want to give your partner a romantic evening of lovemaking, and you don't want it to just end in 10, 25 seconds. What is the best way to make sure that you last a long enough time so that they can experience the ultimate pleasure? We asked the robot the same question. You get to go first.
I'm going to say first you got to, service yourself so you get one out of the chamber.
Oh.
That's first. Then you got to start drinking and get drunk and numb your body so you don't feel as much.
Wow.
And then you got to try to initiate when you kind of have to pee. So when you're going for it, you're fighting the urge to pee. That way you'll last longer.
How have you had this dry spell?
Wow. Unbelievable. What a romance.
By the way, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. So you've done this once or twice, Jake?
Yes.
Jake, you wait to start. The other two.
Until you kind of have
you
to
wait.
pee.
Wait till you have to.
And I'll wear you out.
Right. Are you ever able to cross streams and move from the have to pee to the can finish or no?
Oh, yeah. And that's why you last longer, because you're fighting the urge to pee the whole time. you're kind of racing it.
This is such a terrible feeling.
Wow. What?
Hey, it's not about me. It's about her.
Show of hands.
good.
Who's the most turned on right now? Everyone?
Right here.
This is what the robot said. Same question.
So you want to last longer during sex. Most guys finish fast because arousal shoots from 0 rightward arrow 100. Try this instead. When you feel close, slow down or stop for 10 to 20 seconds. Switch positions, kiss, touch her, breathe, then resume. This alone can double.
I think it's supposed to say then resume. Oh, by the way, did you see my work history here? It's pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah, let's just transition here.
That would definitely make me last longer if I stop and worked on my
Go
resume.
back to neutral.
Then resume. This alone can double your time within days. Good luck, Kevin.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Why are you putting that at me?
Grok for you.
They know my question. I've asked that before.
Jake's answer's way better.
Jake, I think we have 2 points human for the first time ever. Could this be a clean sweep for humans for the first time ever in Man vs. Machine?
I don't know. It depends on me, which
Allie,
is not good.
Here's a question. These days, a lot of people are not in a standard monogamous relationship, or maybe they are, but they've got a side piece, or they've got someone else that they are starting a relationship with, maybe a marriage that's happening, but there's something else. What is a great Valentine's Day gift to give your side piece? You can't obviously give a better one than you give your main partner, but what do you...
I disagree, actually. I think you do want to give a better present to the side piece because you're buying their silence. You're buying their loyalty. If you don't treat them well, then they're the ones that could rat on you. They could blow up the whole operation. But I'm not going to say jewelry, expensive things like that. What you have to do for your side piece is buy them one of those plant costumes from the Bad Bunny halftime show.
Great.
So that if they come over and someone walks in, your wife, you're like, oh no, she just gets in that little plant costume.
Hides in the corner.
And hides in the corner. And there's no questions asked. Instant disguise.
Right. No one would ask a question about a giant plant standing in the corner that wasn't there earlier in the morning. Okay, fair enough. Allie says...
Your main piece is an idiot.
Get them a plant costume that are apparently selling beautifully since the Super Bowl. And
Buy them a disguise.
This is what ChatGPT said. I think it's finally going to be a point robot.
I get what you're asking. You want gift ideas that feel thoughtful and special. But just to be clear, I won't help plan or support actions that would hurt someone else's relationship.
Wow.
Get your life together and start being honest with yourself and your partner.
Whoa, how judgy. AI says they will not help come up with a gift for your side piece?
Can I have a point?
I guess Allie gets the point.
Yes!
Humans. Look at us. Humans, baby.
Humans reign supreme, bitches!
Take that, robots. Not so smart.
Mother effer.
Your artificial intelligence, our limited human intelligence, and we just won this round 3-0. Man vs. Machine proves that machines cannot be as romantic as humans. We have that going for us, at least for now. Klein Alley Show, KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
To celebrate that huge victory that we just had in Man vs. Machine in the world category of romance, we'd love to give you a chance right now to win a very romantic getaway. Going to give this away on Friday. We'd love to qualify you right now if you're looking for some Valentine's Day plans. Catalina Island. We will take care of your transportation, get you up in the Hotel Atwater, dinner at the Avalon Grill, champagne, chocolates, and more. Caller 20 right now. Qualify for that at 800-520-1067.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
KROQ. Yeah!
KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Do some takeaways. Get the hell out of here. Sluggo will be in. Qualify you again. Hop you on that standby boarding list so that you can travel Mexico City and see Royel Otis. Another chance in less than 20 minutes. And then every hour after all day long through 6 p.m. And we'll do it again tomorrow morning. Right now, though, let's go ahead and say hi to caller 20. Put another name on our very, very, very short list to take a little trip to Catalina. Romantic getaway for Valentine's Day. And this is Sarah and Chino. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs, you are the 20th caller, which means you're going to be one of only 5 names on our short little list so that we could potentially send you away on a romantic overnight stay in Catalina Island. And who would you be taking on this romantic getaway?
I would take my husband because after 2 kids, we really need some hot soup.
Hot soup.
It's all about that sweet hot soup. I get it. Everyone knows about hot soup now on the show. All right, write down Sarah's name, and we will give that trip away on Friday. And someone will get themselves the Valentine's Day they deserve. All right, takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
818, my takeaway is all hail the Magic Sink.
Magic Sink. We learned about that during Petty Claims Court. If you missed it, check out the podcast that goes with the show.
213, my takeaway is Steve needs it.
God, he sure does.
So gross.
Steve needs it bad.
Ugh. 909, my takeaway is KROQ will not be playing any horse music by Slomosa. Apparently, Jake was harassing people on the KROQ live stream.
Slomosa rules.
To listen to Slomosa.
Jesus
So
Christ.
apologies, netbangers.
Sorry for everyone.
Guns, get on.
Sorry for everyone who checks us out on YouTube.
Yep. 213, come on, Broadway. Make Is It Cake the Musical happen.
I'll be there. Every show I'll be there.
831, my resume will help keep me going.
That's all you
And
need.
definitely get her there.
Think about your resume when you're having sex. Trust me.
626, no one has heard of bronze diggers.
Nope.
626 for Plum Sake. And 650, my takeaway is ladies are thirsty for man cheese.
Man cheese, according to the Valentine's Day crop of cards this year. If you don't know what we're talking about, check out more of the show. It'll all make sense to you. Or maybe you're hearing this for the first time. Then check out the podcast. It'll be like a backwards thing where it'll all come together. M. Night Shyamalan style. Allie, what's your takeaway from today's show?
My takeaway is I'm sorry if I hurt your peelings today.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Jake, got a takeaway?
Yeah, I can use a Reddit envelope.
Of any kind?
Yep.
Was there more to it than that, or did you mute yourself out?
No, I just said I could use a Reddit envelope.
I think you finished too early.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, and Slomosa rules.
All right. Omar, you have a takeaway?
Cheese gives you a boner.
Yeah, all right. Have a great day. We'll do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
all right.
Try to do it better.
Yeah, we all know.
We got a little bonus show that we'll be getting into in a moment. So if you want to check it out, just download and subscribe, and you'll get access to our Klein Alley Shover Time.
Yeah, you
that
know,
will
I
start
thought
soon.
we could. I could go through some of the Spanish swear words that I've learned.
Oh, great.
Through my experience of learning the language.
So we'll get into that and much more on the Shover Time. Do it again tomorrow. Try to do it better. All right, that's it. Bye.
Climbing alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Climbing alley, it's just okay.
Wow.
Climbing alley, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.